Nikki. Happy holidays, everybody. Welcome to the St. James Show. I am your host, St. James, your prelate, your prophet. Oh, do I miss the mark sometime? Oh, we got to talk about it. But welcome, everybody. If you would be so kind for me right now, if you would hit that like button, we thank you for being here at the St. James Show, for watching. Hit that like button for me. Do it right now. Subscribe for me right now. And also share on all your media websites. Become a member. Link is in the description. And always, there is your chance to donate to the St. James Show. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. It is Sunday evening. We know that the news about Jay-Z being named in the lawsuit with Diddy is out. But hey, to me, sounds like another money grab, but we will see what happens in this. What can we do to talk about it? Hey, we've heard this story before. We've been hearing it month after month. I don't know what else we can say about it, all right? So people are hearing things and they're filing things and they're saying, I think that happened to me. Did it happen to you? Oh, yeah. Let's go grab some money. If it happened to us, even if it didn't happen to us, let's go grab some money. So listen, let them do their thing. What's up, Rita Parker? Good to see you tonight. Jesse, are you off the stage now? I seen you over there on the stage. Welcome. Everybody at the sound of his voice. Come on now. Ecclesiastical chief prelate of myself. All right, what's up, evening saints? Kevin Moore is in the house. Dandy, thank you so much. Keisha Green, all the way in Los Angeles, says grace and peace. Thank you, Mari. Carla, the bell slaps every single time. Yes, it does. That was the West Angeles Church of God and Christ. What's up, JP? Good to see you. As always, Tashi is up in the building. Thank you, Tashi, for coming through and being a member. Hey, what's up, Vakiba, King Shelton, and Joshua is in the house. Dorothy Holmes came on in here. Member Stephen Adams is up in here. Minyard Redex is here. We appreciate each and every one of you for coming through. What did you guys do today? Did you have a wonderful time at church? What did you do? I went to church. I didn't go live this morning. I was just kind of running a little late. So I said, let me just go on and get my Starbucks and take my behind to church. Had a good time at church today. Had a good time at church. As I told you, buying a new facility, even a building, new church. So that's exciting. What's up, Stephen Adams? Good to see you, sir. If I hadn't said hello to you from Sacramento, right up the street. What church you at in Sacramento? Where you at in Sac? Whose church? I used to remember as a teenager, it was popping over at Christ Temple, Bishop Holman, Pastor, District Elder, whoever, whatever he was at the time, Holman. They used to be having church up in Sacramento. Bishop Foster, they have church over there, Bishop Foster's church. If you want to go to Word of Faith, you go over there to Cadeau. Yeah, I know about all that. Yes, Jay said, why is this year going so fast? Just felt like we were looking. Listen at them white boots. Shut up. This year, it had, I think, between scandals and this and that, exposures here, exposures there, it has really has gone by real fast. Please, would you do me a favor? Hit that like button for me. Please hit that like button right as you come in. I know some of you just forget, but listen, I understand that you're so eager to get in here and join the conversation. I appreciate you. Thank you. You like my shirt? Thank you so much. What was my text? Oh, I didn't preach tonight, today, but he talked about Isaiah. No, it wasn't Isaiah. I posted it on my Facebook. Anyway, when the enemies came up to eat of my flesh, they stumbled. They came, but they failed. Oh, come on. That's a preach right now, right there. They came, Not only did they come, they came with an army of people to eat of my flesh. But guess what? They failed. Oh my God. Oh my God. My God. Parnell Lovelace. Oh, I know Lovelace. I know Lovelace. I've heard of Lovelace. Why have I heard of Lovelace? Lovelace. I know Lovelace. There's another Lovelace, right, that does music in Sacramento. Right? Am I right? Am I wrong? Who missed the mark? Well, there's a whole list of them, Ray. There's a whole list. Can we go through a list tonight? Let's just go ahead and go through a list. All right. Maybe you guys, I can jog your memory on some things that are going on. Your Christmas ticket. Thank you. Thank you. Glad they're not black. No, I still say the tree has a special decor to it. I still say that. But I know a lot of y'all were not feeling the black tree. But you like Manasseh stuff. So, hey, what's up? What's up? I thought I put you. Oh, that's a different one. Let me put you on Do Not Disturb too. What's up, Tyrone? Good to see you. Good to see you. As always. Pick a prophet. Throw out a name. And we can go there, right? At these times, just throw out a name and we can kind of go there. What's up, CC? You know what? I had the distinct pleasure of meeting one of the saints, all right? All the way from Nashville, California today. After I got out of church, I met her at one of our, she has family here in my city. And I actually met with her at a bakery here. We had such a wonderful talk. I enjoyed my time with her. Come on. And her name is Gail Mays. Look at that. Gail Mays. I met her on today. Flew on in here to meet with her family. Listen, she is going to be in a concert. She does concerts there in Nashville, Tennessee. Make sure that if you're in Nashville or the surrounding areas, that you are supporting Gail Mays. She's been a singer for a very long time. She has worked with a number of artists. Everybody goes in and out of Nashville. All right. So you want to make sure you get over there to a night of Christmas hope with Gail Mays. All right. The songs of love, peace, and hope. So it sounds like she's going to have a little bit for everything for everyone. So you want to make sure that you get your tickets right there. There is your website, the website right there. She's having it at a great venue. Take a screenshot of that right now so you can make sure you know where the venue is. So if you're in Nashville, December 17th, Tuesday at 7 p.m., make sure you start off your Christmas galas by attending a night of Christmas hope with Gail Mays. All right. So make sure you are there. She was so pleasant. I really enjoy. See, I actually go and I will meet my supporters and the subscribers over here. If you're not crazy, I'm down to meet you. I do investigate and I do get all up in your social media, see if I see anything weird going on. But if I don't see anything weird going on, I don't mind saying, hey, let's get together and let's meet. So I had a pleasant time today with Gail. So if you are in that Nashville area, make sure you grab a ticket and go see. Yeah, she look good. Yes, she do. A black tree needs red and green lights. Is that, you think so? My mom actually has. She has 3 trees up in her house. 3 big old trees up in her house. And one of them I saw yesterday, it is black, but she's always had that. My mom's one of them. They buy these trees and they've been using them for years. But she always has different colors and stuff. But of course, on her black tree, she has color. So that's a little different. Yeah. The word today in JP's land came from 2 Kings 6:12. There's a spy in the camp. My God, on today. That's good. McClendon for 300, Alex. You like a white tree with black decoration? That would be pretty too. That would be nice. But sometimes if you reuse those white trees, Ray, they tend to get really dirty. So you may get a couple of years out of them. You can continue, but they're going to look a little dusty, a little worn, ragged and worn. So you may not want to continue to use that, because my mama got a white tree over there It's looking a little cream. Yes, it is. I ain't gonna tell her, but it's looking a little cream. What's up, Giselle? Good to see you. Shardy Shaw is in the building. Yes, yes, yes. And we gonna point them out. There's a spy in the building, and we gonna point them out. Oh God. Oh God. Yes, we will. Oh, yes, we will. Listen, conversation today. I don't know if some of you have seen, Conscious today. He had Larry on there, and Larry was he was talking. He was talking. He's telling us how much he loves TD Jakes, and yep, 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 and he's being used. He's been used. He's tired of being used for his platform for people to get on there for a money grab. There's a lot of things said there over there today. I just started thinking, I was like, wow, these prophets, how can you use a prophet? Doesn't the prophet see before, after, in the past, future, present? Well, he said he's tired of being used for people coming on the platform for a money grab. Well, I just had a few questions. I'm just listening. Just listening. So the theory of it is perhaps Dwayne Youngblood was using Larry's platform for a money grab, and Larry had no idea, absolutely no idea what was going on. He didn't know that there was going to be an ask for $6 million from Dwayne Youngblood to Bishop Jake, so that took him by surprise. A lot of y'all saying it was a lot of backpedaling. I'm just saying what was said. No, I'm not kidding. 215. That he's given a lot to Bishop Jakes over the years and gone to the conference and loves him. Loves Bishop Jakes. This was just interesting to me. Because I'm just thinking, I'm like, I thought discernment was a requirement for, well, we need to talk about that. You would think that discernment would be the supreme requirement. Click that like button, everybody. You would think that discernment would be the supreme criteria of a prophet. We listened to Lester Potier come out here and spill his guts about what he says the relationship was with Larry. We listened to Vincent Hill come out and spread his guts. My thing today. What's up, Ronnie? Erica said, wow, if that is love, what does hate look like? Woo, that's a preach right there. My God. Get one, Ray. Get a drink real quick. Just get one. So he will. So my question, hit that like button, everybody. I'm really concerned about the body of Christ. I'm coming as a concerned content creator tonight. I'm concerned for the body of Christ that if our prophets are being duped, what does that say for us lay members and us, regular saints of the Most High God? Our prophets are being duped by swindlers. What's up, Catherine? Being duped. Discernment is off when you let a convicted pedo on your papa in the first place. Well, he was there to teach us, Jesse. He was there to teach us what to not to do and how to look at our children and how to spot a pedo. That he was on assignment. But now it's the belief is that he used the platform for a money grab, such as others have. They've used the platform, and then all of a sudden, after they tell the story, you don't hear from them anymore because they got paid off. And they use the platform to get money. You said, what episode did he teach that? You didn't catch that? Okay. You know. What'd you say, Nicola? So he admitted he had taken stories that didn't happen, take them as his own, as truth. Well, he said his platform was once used as in his own words, as a place for victims. A place for victims to come and tell their story. But now it's not that anymore because he's tired of y'all Negroes using him. Because he loves Bishop Jakes. And how dare y'all get on that platform? What Crebe say? What I miss? There is a difference between prophet and prophets. Well, yes. 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 So, there was a lot of disparaging things said about Larry on Jives' program the other day. I can say names because we all looked at it. So we all saw it. So it ain't no big deal in not saying names. So, he had a chance on Conscious TV to talk about the money and explain the money, how much he's given the Zoe Ministries, how much he's given that Zoe Ministries or Bishop Jordan has given him. So yeah, it's the tune of $3 million, I believe, or something he said about he gave Jordan or something like that when they were, in mentee mentorship. There wasn't any mention of that, Ray. There wasn't any mention of that. No, there wasn't any mention of that. Oh God, Rita Parker. As if charging a cover charge wasn't a What'd you see, Kevin Moore? What'd you see? Ooh, a whole lot of talking. Oof. I heard what he said. Carrie. He little glossed, he said a little something. Listen, I can understand people being in their feelings if we're reading stuff about them. I can understand it. But everybody reads papers on everybody. I can understand that part. Listen, I was just reading and telling y'all what it was. It is what it is. It is what it is. What's up, Marco? Every time he talks, it's always a big tag. I'm concerned for the body of Christ, everybody. I've come here as a citizen of the kingdom. I'm concerned for the body of Christ because our prophets are missing the mark. They're allowing themselves to be duped, according to them. They're allowing people to come on their platforms and to spew out things that are evidently possibly not true. And you know what? I wish that narrative that has been said about Dwayne Youngblood, that he didn't know that his attorney was sending a $6 million demand to Jakes. I wish he stopped. I wish he shut up with that mess. And then it was said that, that was standard. Okay, but you said you didn't know he sent that. Now you're saying that your attorney said that was standard. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. She said Stevie Wonder saw this man was playing in his face. Why couldn't he see it? That's a concern to me, Crebe Bay. That's a concern to me. What's up, Charmaine? It'll be YouTube news. The duped and doing the duping. Quinn, somebody lying. I'm just saying. And we trying to get to the bottom of it tonight because we need a prophet. We need an accurate prophet in the land. Youngblood needs to be live on his own and answer some questions. I don't think Youngblood don't want to answer no questions because he ain't got no proof. What questions he gonna answer? He ain't got no proof. He's still running. He's still running. He ain't been served yet. I need you to hold your horses, sit down, and let them serve you, Youngblood. Lies, the rumors is the lies. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Creed B. All right, thank you. I think I might remember Creeby. I might. Or is it Crayby? See, I need to get to, is it Crayby or Creeby? Is it a long E or is it Cray? Is it an A or E? All right, I need to hear that too. Standard extortion rate, huh? I guess so. Dorothy. The standard extortion rate is $6 million. I didn't know. I didn't know my attorney was asking for $6 million. Cree. All right, gotcha. Creeby. Gotcha. We in the house now. We in the house. Oh, ain't nothing got no get. Let me tell you, this is getting really strange. And it's really concerning to the people who are won't that tell us a lot? But aren't you guys, I mean, joking aside, isn't this concerning to you if you're a part of the body of Christ and prophets are supposed to know and be confirmation and be the mouthpiece of God? You know, even when it comes down to the Manasseh thing, if we walk that one out, let's walk that out. Okay. So you come out, you say you have some accusations, or didn't you say you were not groomed, but then there's some text messages that were stolen off of your laptop or iPad or what have you. You come out, you start talking about why didn't you see if you thought that Bishop Jakes was not entering in a relationship with you with good intentions. Manasseh, my question tonight is, why didn't you see that? Why didn't you foretell that or foresee that the relationship that I guess you're saying that God put you in with T.D. Jakes, why didn't you see that T.D. Jakes did not have the right intentions with you? Or at the time you didn't care, you needed to get something that you needed to get at that time. It's very concerning to us tonight. So we run with this, and he's been doing this, and everybody's hearing what he's been so-called doing, but you're walking right into this, right into the bear's cave. But I guess since we didn't get everything that we wanted, or we got what we wanted, and now it's no need for Bishop Jakes or whoever, then now I have been treated wrongly. Especially when you're teaching classes on prophecy. It's concerning to us. There was a lot of Bishop Jakes love today. A lot of Bishop Jakes love. We love Bishop Jakes. We haven't heard this for about a year. Bishop Jakes was the big bad wolf. He needed to pay the people off. He's paying people off. They looking at Bloomer's peen, all that going on. All this stuff is going on. Oh, he showed me his peen, so they couldn't have been because he described his peen was light. But when Bloomer showed us the peen on Zoom, it was dark. Ooh, these prophets. Looking at each other's peens to figure out if somebody really was SA'd or not. This is water, y'all. It ain't vodka. I ain't that kind of person. I ain't that kind of drunk now. I know that's what he said. He says, I'm more concerned with the folks who willingly believe questionable prophets without heavily seeking the Lord. That's what we want to talk about tonight. Because at some point, Ray, it ain't their fault. At some point, it's not the patron's fault. It's not the lay member's fault. Okay? And I'm not talking about Patreon. I'm talking about patrons, people who give money to prophets and, do all this with prophets. They go to the prophecy classes. They go to the prophecy schools. They go to the prophecy courses and all this. At some point, when do you start seeking God for yourself? That's all. We just got questions. That's all. He only saying that on various platforms, hoping Jake's team. But yeah, because we know Jake's team is watching everybody. They probably they got somebody over here tonight. Hello. How you doing? Yeah. They was over there watching Bishop Bloomer's peen. Because, Battle said that he put it in his mouth. Made him put him in his mouth. Then Bloomer said that was a lie. So they was on a Zoom with a number of them. Conscious TV said he saw the ping too. He said somebody showed it to him. I was like, Lord Jesus, why y'all got Bishop Bloomer's ping running around the country? What's up, Bloomer? What's up with that? What's up with that? What's up, Inspire? Woo! I know you better know for yourself, because if you're depending on some of these folks, you don't know which way the wind blow with them. It depends on the day. Y'all gonna be lost. Bloomer, we was talking about Bloomer. That was Bloomer. Bloomer's pain. Sad, ain't it, Charmaine? So that's what Larry said. He believes that other guy was lying on Bloomer because the shades of peen didn't add up. So here nor there nor here. I'm still questioning why ain't nobody hearing the voice, the audible, the accurate voice of the Lord. Because in all this, for a whole year, nobody saw that Jake was coming. Y'all poked him. Because if that was the case, if they knew Jake was coming, if they was a prophet, they wouldn't have nobody would have let Dwayne on none of their platforms. Not him. Not him. Oh, that whole therapy session, oh Jesus, let me tell you, it was really creeping me out, and just it was interesting. It was very interesting, but I was like, oh my God. The real prophets of the yeah, that's right. That's right, because we know how to first seek the voice of the Lord. We know how to pray, and we know how to analyze over here. Critical think. Oh, love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. The Love Boat. Pure love. The word that comes and goes. Many people really don't know what it means to really love somebody. Larry Reed loves Bishop Jakes. Rodney, that's the question of the hour. It's up to you to determine that. I'm not going to make a judgment as to if they are telling you they are real or not. What I'm just presenting some facts of the case, some facts of what's going on with some of the prophets. Manasseh didn't see, first of all, you didn't see Larry taking pictures of yours. He duped you. He took pictures of your laptop without you knowing. Oh, these prophets are slacking. Oh, they slacking. That love bombing, baby. That's real. Real. Just being me. Woo. There's a tour still going on, Wild Card. There's a tour. Oh, there was but y'all didn't forget? Or y'all ain't forgot what was said? I thought y'all forgot what was said. Y'all ain't forgot? Oh, okay. Y'all, a few of y'all remember, huh? What was said? Okay, all right. What's up, Jay Boogie? I'm the victim here. I got taken advantage of. I was just trying to give people some help in regards to a mind of a pedo. I was just trying to give them, some instructions of what to look out for. The platform was not supposed to be used for a money grab. Tired of people using it like that. Just tired of it. There's a prophetess in the house that says, to be clear, Bishop T.D. Jakes nor his legal team is lacking discernment. They know exactly what is now taking place. And to think that we're supposed to believe and ignore what was previously said over and over and over and over again. We can't forget. We can't forget. Ooh, JP hit that thing on the nose, didn't she? He said if you didn't have to go to bed, I'd really sound off. Stay up a minute, darling. Listen, we got Brian Karn. He's over there with witches. He missed the mark. That's just one of the ones that actually got out in the atmosphere, got viral. Imagine the ones that didn't get viral. Because when you go to a witch, and then you start spewing out prophecies that a witch has said, you have missed the mark. You got Elias Lovey. He recently had one of his peoples denounce him and talk about him from the rooter to the tutor, talked about how much he womanized and all kind of stuff going on. Y'all didn't see that, huh? Y'all didn't see that? Oh, you didn't forget Tyrone? Your memory still sits in your mind? What was said? You think Lovey and Passion are lovers? Well, my God. Shawty says, I need to get with them, Bishop Jake's legal team, to get some pointers from them on what law school I should go to. Listen here, wherever they went, you probably need to go to, Shawty. Wherever they done came out of, you probably need to go to. What's up, Gabe Prim? Praise the Lord, sir. PTL. There's no gift icon on the StreamYard live. I'm not on vertical lives. I'm on the regular live. So you just have to put a color on it in the chat for me. You can definitely put a color on it. Do CashApp, however you want to do it, Zelle or PayPal. But yeah, we're not on the vertical. I love those gifting things though, right, Kevin? I really like that. You guys hit 500 yesterday. So I was really thankful for you guys. But please light up the chat for me. Light it up. Rainbow the chat up for me. Put colors on it tonight. And if you're a member, you can always use your member chat as well. You can click on that plus button. You can chat as a member. Let us know how long you've been a member. Thank you, Nicola. Appreciate you. There it is right there. Both Cash Apps work. Are my gifts saved? I think they're saved. Yeah, they're saved on the other live, though. Yeah, they're saved on the other live. When you pull up the other live, it should come up on the other live. Yeah, thank you. Um, But yeah, so we got a lot of prophets. What's up, Rosin? We got a lot of prophets that are missing it. And, no one is liking people like Tarsha Global. They want to call her crazy. Could she be a little zealous sometimes? Maybe. I don't know. But, the truth is the light. Was she zealous? Now, Tarsha, when you ran your behind up in the Whitehead's church now, girl. I even said you shouldn't have went up in that church, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, Tarsha, she was with Zoe Ministries, so she has some inside thoughts as to what she thinks about the ministry or whatever, and that's on her. That's her own deal that she has. But we have to entertain the fact that we are seeing before our very eyes some things that we would have thought the prophets would have seen before we're at where we're at now. We really there you go. I knew you was around here somewhere, Tosh. I love you, girl. I love you, girl. But but right now, all this is coming to fruition. And it's not going to be about bashing these people it's just what happened. Nobody saw Rosalind Weems. Nobody vetted Rosalind, and we're going to beat a dead horse. We're going to beat it. We're going to beat it until somebody opens up their eyes and open up their thought process to figure out that something is wrong around this camp. Rosalind Weems was able to infiltrate. Well, I'm not even going to say infiltrate. I don't know what she did. I don't know the conversations he had with these folk. I have no idea. But what we do know, she was giving out stock advice and had no license. And now is a convicted, and she's going to be sentenced, I believe, this month for other crimes that she did. So we have to realize that there's some offness here in these prophets. She told it all about Weems. Yeah. And I talked to someone who said, a few people who said they did invest in what it was. And one of the ladies told me when she invested their $500, it was in a stock, but it wasn't, she didn't know that that was one of those stocks that you have to watch. It's not like some stocks you put your money in, it grows slowly, maybe dips and grows. No, this particular stock, when you put your money in, you have to watch it pretty much hour by hour, day by day, because it fluctuates so fast. Excuse me. But when the stock advice was given, it wasn't explained to them that this was one of those stocks that you actually have to keep an eye on. It's not like one of those other ones. So, Rosalind's giving all this stock advice out, but really not explaining to the people, what really they need to do. You don't just give the money and go home. You have to give the money and you have to actually monitor the stocks. But when you don't know what you're doing and you're getting it from a flighty person, who is now we're being told that, not only did she supposedly dupe other people, but Larry is saying she duped him. Again, she duped the prophet. You ordered your book from her and never got it. It was done, or you was done with her after that. Yeah, after that book didn't come, you sure wasn't giving no more money. That wasn't giving no more money. The prophets wanted to see that they could see far away, but not up close and personal. I need somebody who can see close and personal every now and then. I can prophesy to you right now, CC, and say, you know what, CC, I see it right now. 2025 is your year, baby. 2025 is your year. You're going to launch out into the deep. Don't be scared, because God told me to tell you, just, wherever thy foot tread upon, he's going to bless you in Jesus' name. See that good prophecy I just gave you, CC? That's worth $25 right there. But see, I don't need you to talk about no future. I need you to talk about right now. What's up, Cree-Bay? I thought you wanted to talk to me. You ain't sent me nothing. I mean, not Cree-Bay, Creole Butterfly. What's up? Yeah. He said he didn't have no problem when he say that he said he didn't have no problems with her, if I recall. What? No. There was a $60,000 loss for him and a $40,000 loss for him. So yeah. Of course. Yes, he is. Yeah, yes, he is. Oh, wasn't that nice, vague, churchy prophecy? Nice, vague, and churchy. Wherever thy foot trod, God said he's going to bless it, Ray. Whatever you touch in his name, you got to have the faith. But that's just Bible. That ain't a prophecy. That's common sense. Smoke and mirrors. Universal prophecy. I've never had any of them call me to give me, but you receive it, darling. Receive it. Depends on whatever thy faith. Your faith will make you whole. Thy faith has made you whole. Not what I said. Your faith, darling. If you believe that you won't sell 25 houses next year, your faith, all you need is a faith of the size of a mustard seed and do the work. And you will sell 25 houses next year, darling. Flowery, but no substance. Yes, Kevin. Receive it right now, Hope Ireland. Receive it. They still following foolishness. Gary, we hope you ain't over there with no prophecy classes, Pastor Prim. You over there charging people for prophecies classes and stuff. Don't be over there doing that. And Queen Anne says, remember Larry said the TDJ team wanted to pay off Dwayne. Yes, I wonder what happened to that. There was a lot of things that they said that they wanted to do. You know, if they wanted to pay off Dwayne Youngblood, why would he even send that demand letter? Wouldn't they be negotiating something in the background if that was the case? And then the accusations of that Jakes has already paid off people. See, that's another accusation. Is there any founded proof on that? And not saying that, I've seen the proof. Is the proof in the pudding? Can we actually see some tangible receipts of Bishop Jakes paying people off? That's my only thing. We only have 100 likes, y'all. Y'all get these likes up for me. Yeah, your faith going. Yeah, you accept that thing. Faith without works is dead. Do you need a prophecy for that? And trust me, I'm not against prophecy, because all prophecy in my mind is confirmation what you've already known or what God has already told you. That's what prophecy is to me. It's a confirmation. If somebody is telling you that, they see, health, they see your health improving. They see, but all that is through the works of you and the belief and the faith that you have in God. You can't get a prophet and say, I believe you're going to be healed from diabetes, but you continue to say, okay, since the prophet said since Prophet Darla said I'm going to be healed from diabetes, so I'm going to continue to eat sweet potato pie, and I'm going to continue to eat some 7-Up cake, and some slap your mama cake, and some and cookies. And Kool-Aid every 2 hours, full of sugar. But I'm going to trust in the prophet because he said that God's going to heal my diabetes. See, that's foolish. That's foolish. Common sense would tell you to cut your diet. Cut these things out of your diet. And things happen as they should. So y'all got to start opening up your eyes. You said my prophecy sounds more legit. I trust him. Listen here, because so I wasn't the only one that heard that. Because there was a thing that there was help facilitating some of these payoffs. So if there's help facilitating some of these payoffs, then there is a trail, right? There's a trail of Bishop Jakes. So show the trail. Show the people how much he paid. Was there? They probably said there was an NDA signed or something like that. Have you looked at the word to judge these folks' car? You have to. You have to look at the word, and if it's not matching up, you need to go about your business. Should be confirmation. He's on his way to Ghana, Rosalind. On the way to Ghana. Everybody going to Ghana. Ray, you going to Ghana? Where you going? You going to Ghana too? Yeah, Ray going to Ghana too. They all going to Ghana. Do a documentary on Jake's. I remember that. Remember, there was a great documentary. But this is a person that you love. Well, he loved him. He loves him so much, April, that he was going to do a great documentary on him. But from my belief, I don't think the documentary was going to be very satisfactory or very speak very well of Bishop Jakes, if I can recall. Shut up, Jesse. There was supposed to be a documentary after the Manasseh fiasco. Are we still getting the doc? We're looking for part 3 of the Dwayne Youngblood, 3 and 4 and 5, and we're looking for the Bishop T.D. Jakes documentary. Are y'all ready for it? I'm ready. Gonna be in jail. Woo! Because I think, we was all waiting and anticipating this week. We thought some John Doe's was going to be added this week. Now people are saying they got the hint that Bishop Jakes may be thinking about changing his mind. Thinking about changing his mind. Did anybody else get that memo? That Bishop Jakes was thinking about changing his mind? Maybe pulling back on the lawsuit or doing a settlement. Why would you do a settlement with a convicted child molester? I'm not sure. Trying to figure out where these theories are coming from. Oh, he's just fine-tuning it, Mari? He's just working in silence. Is that what Jake's over there and his team is doing? I see Torrey was preaching today. I mean, from what I heard, I'll be rough on Torrey, Torrey. But the few minutes I heard, they were inspirational. He's an inspirational speaker. I think that's what he is. I don't really call him a preacher. I think I call him an inspirational. Yeah, changing his mind, possibly pulling back. Y'all got the drawback spirit in Dallas, over there in Texas, JP? Is that what y'all do? Y'all throw things out, then y'all draw them back? Oh, Lord, my God. Oh, yes. Yeah, what did he say? What did he say? Yes, well. But again, it's a lot of spinning and a lot of, as some people would say, backpedaling. Bringing that lady in to talk. Kyle, for bringing the lady to talk to his people about finances. Well, there's a lot of talk behind that. There's a lot of talk behind that. There's a lot of people who lost money behind that lady. And the thing about it, we all know that the stock market is a gamble. Stock market is a gamble. But when you're taking stock tips and you're bringing people into your community that is not licensed to give stock tips, and her integrity is totally questionable. My question is, when, as I said before, when was this found out? When was her first conviction? When was her first, deal of inappropriate dealings? When did that come to light? Yeah, he's a TED talker. Yeah, that's what he is. Yeah, that's who Torrey is. You said that plane would be able to land. Oh, that's funny. In Ghana. Yeah. No drawback spirit in Texas. I don't think so. I think it's onward. I think we like to spin that maybe he, to kind of play with things and throw the sin off. But I don't think Jakes has come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord just to draw back now. He had to listen to y'all for a year. He had to listen. Now they're saying, now the thought is that he's suing because his mentor, his father in the gospel, Bishop Sherman Watkins, was involved. So he, for more damning accusations, because there was no physical much of anything between Dwayne and Bishop Jakes, but as he said, he was in the jacuzzi, he was getting massages and all that other stuff. Somebody was speaking in tongues, curling up on him in the bed. So that you would think. So that's the thought process now, that Jakes is doing this to avenge the reputation of Bishop Watkins. Once I saw her at the hotel with a dog at Bishop Jordan's birthday, I knew she was lying. My God, today. Oh, Rosalind. Oh, Rosalind. Oh, we gonna see what she got to say after she been, after the conviction. A long time ago, I was told to never mix your spiritual practice with business and finance. Church swindlers who are only trusted because they're infiltrated the church and church folk. That's what I'm saying. And I think the lady successfully infiltrated. But after a while, I wasn't there. I don't know. But I think, as prophets, when did you figure out that this lady didn't have lobsters in her backyard? As a prophet. Can somebody find the lobster emoji and put it in the chat? As a prophet, when did you find out that Rosalind Weems did not have lobsters in her backyard? And why didn't nobody question that at the table? There you go, Jesse. Lobsters. Didn't nobody question her? Y'all just did business as usual? Dorothy Holmes said they knew she was a scammer from the beginning. That's why they chose her. My God, today. Lobsters in her backyard. And everybody said that you can look up how do you catch lobsters and where are lobsters, and did nobody investigate where she was living? All her 60-something acres of land she said she had? Underwater roaches, and that's what they call them. Yeah. Google, Bing, Safari. April J says she knew something was off with her too. She didn't look presentable at times. Other people would say that. They said her wig was off, this was off. She just didn't look like an heiress. No, it didn't make sense. It did not have brand presence, even as a basic LinkedIn brand presence. Wow. Nobody vetted her. Well, according to April, they're saying some people in the chat saying, maybe they knew she had a good mouthpiece and she can get the cash out of the people. I don't know. Jay Boogie's gonna come with the facts. Lobsters are a commodity. You have to have certain licenses to harvest them. People take you to court over lobster harvesting. Well, maybe they were trying to steal her lobsters in her backyard, Jay Boogie. You don't know. You making too much sense, Jay Boogie. You need to work for one of these prophets. Maybe you can get them in line. Too many search engines to be getting bamboozled, prophet or not. And but my thing is, if you're trusted, then why didn't we see this? And you didn't see this, the Cheddar Bay biscuits. The Cheddar Bay biscuits from the Lobster House. The Lobster House. Oh, P Hall, the lobsters, the lobsters. Someone left a comment on one of the posts about losing money with them. She says she got out and left Larry's Patreon. Yeah. Could a person have a lobster tank like they have red? I guess so. They do got the lobster tank at Red Lobster. Maybe she had them in her backyard in a lobster tank. Is that what she meant? Because Red Lobster got lobsters in their tank. And you can pick them out. And I go to the restaurant, you can pick out your lobster. Give me the one with the blue on it. Give me the one with the red on it. I want that big, fat, juicy one right there. Give me that one right there. Yeah, that one. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Pick it up good for me. Uh-huh. Maybe she had a deep freezer in her yard. We trying to give old Reams the benefit of the doubt since y'all didn't. Y'all took about face value. The lobsters. Oh, she lived by the market, and at the market, the market was behind her house. Is that what you're saying, Jesse? These prophets are missing the mark. They really are. And it's amazing to me. What are people supporting? People support who you want to support, but I'm trying to figure out, why are you supporting different prophets when regular things and regular critical thinking and regular ways of vetting are not being performed? Where do you draw the line to say, okay, enough is enough? You can't have all my money anymore. You can't, I just can't do it. I was just listening to Larry talk about all the money they have exchanged between him and Bishop Jordan. I think he said something around 700 or something thousand Jordan has given him, but he averaged it out because he said the ministry, I guess MBM Network, needed a loan at one point, and Bishop, y'all got to see it for yourself on conscience. I can't recall. I think he said Bishop Jordan gave him a loan of $1 million, or they were $1 million in debt, something like that. And Bishop Jordan gave him a loan, and he paid back the majority of the loan, and then Bishop Jordan forgave the rest of the loan, something in the rounds of $200,000 or something like that. And to say that well, let me tell you, you can walk with me too. I'll be your mentor if you give me $3 million too. Guess what? I will mentor you for a smooth, out the door, clean swipe of $500,000. You can save $2.5 million. $500,000, I'll be your mentor. Guess what? And I'll be real accurate because I got Google. Oh, yes, I do. We're going to be accurate as I don't know what. These people ain't even looking at Wikipedia. They is just man-made. You can put anything in Wikipedia, and that you can't use Wikipedia in college as a source. I didn't say it. Tashi did. He's back on now. He's back with him, Theodore. Yeah, a Google prophet, I think I would be a little more accurate. Oh, Kevin said that's all right. He said 500,000. He can't afford it. He gonna go ahead and hear from God from him. I understand, sir. I understand. In a private meeting, she claimed her property was on a waterfront in Maine. Well, what you say? That's what the lobsters were? AI are better prophets. You got that right. But with AI, with all that, I think Conscious Luda said that tonight. Why didn't, we have all this stuff that we can vet people and verify things. AI is is a thing. Is a thing. And I'm sure if you would have said, Rosalind Weems, tell me what all you know before you introduce them to your people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can get a SWOT analysis from ChatGPT. Yes, you can. You said that nigga ain't never been the man. Has anybody asked these prophets how they accumulated their wealth? Well, I mean, through the people, right? We hadn't heard in recent years, we hadn't heard in any properties being bought. All we heard was a lot of cars, a lot of trips. We hadn't heard. So there was no turning over of money through properties for some. Now, some of the prophets do have properties and investments and things, but we hadn't heard of that till most recent. So not sure. They can't afford the background check. The checks is wild. Jordan said real estate and donations. Okay. Because I know Jordan, he has a lot of real estate. So I know that, but you have to, the donations, I think, are the first thing that you have to. What is, wasn't it? Yeah, it was in the 60s. I didn't want to just quote it verbatim because I wasn't sure. I know it's 60 something acres that she said she had. Now she's going to be in the acreage of the prison. Maybe. She might not. She may get a little, if she runs her mouth a little bit. If she ain't already ran her mouth. She may get a little. You go over there and do some community service. Then she'll just go to one of her friends' churches. Go over there and do something at the church. That'll be her community service. They'll write it off for her. Yeah. That's what happened over there. We have Clarence McClendon. He come out. He want to verify with us that he had prophesied and he had prophesied Trump in office way before Trump became in office. And he said, no, the day of. God woke me up and I put it in my phone. I got my phone. I got the notes and I put it in what God told me. See, I got it. It's the date on it. The date on there and the time. It was 8 something in the morning. And God told me that Trump was going to be the president. See. We believe anything, don't we? We believe absolutely anything. What'd you say, Prim? There was a mindset of belief in what I show you and do what I said, and you can have it. What I have, that was norm in the many big. See what I got? You too can drive this Maybach. You too. Votes were already in, Clarence. You can't do a post prophecy. Miss the mark, Clarence. Miss the mark. I'm sorry, Marcellus. I'm talking about your pastor. You'll be all right. Marcellus said he tired of y'all anyway. He tired of these other folk. He tired. That's what he said. Fickle. We would just tell us anything, April. Tell us anything. You said the Saints is left-handed and they right mind. My God, that's a word. Woo. I might get almost caught up, but my credit. Yeah, you know what? I think we all have the potential to be almost or to be caught up. But they having a Christmas gathering. 22nd. My sister. Okay, who this? Okay. So, we can almost always, all of us can be bamboozled. Because we're human. We can be, we can think so highly of someone that we want to believe what they're telling us. They're such a nice person. They're putting it out in such a wonderful way. We have to believe it. We have their track record, and some things that they said have been wonderful. Some great things that have been said have been wonderful. But you will find yourself trapped in this whirlwind of so-called prophecies, and it's just common sense, but you're giving your life away to common sense. You're giving your life away to things that, if you work hard and you do the work, it comes. Ann says, I think Larry's going to be accountable for bringing that woman in. Well, that's what some people are saying. Some people are saying, but he said he got duped too, Ann. So how he going to be accountable? He got duped. New Rich, huh, Jesse? New Rich. There's something about New Rich. I'm going to go in. Yeah. Marcellus ain't worried about that. Not worried about that at all. I just hope. And, no, I don't think, and when people say you're windmilling for something if we have questions and nothing has been provided to us, or we've listened to them. We listen to what they say, and now they're saying something different, and now we're not going with it. Now we're against them, and now we don't like them, and now everything is about. And that's not the case. You got to give people the option to listen to what you said and to analyze it. We have listened to a lot of Bishop Jakes bashing. We have listened to folks say he's just not a good person. He has all these people he's assaulted. But now we're listening to, I love Bishop Jakes. Since when? Since when? I don't know, Maury. Thought he had one. One thing that Conscious said that I can get with today. He did an analysis on the Dwayne Youngblood issue. What he said was, and you have to go listen to the integral parts of it and everything he said verbatim. It's toward the end, I believe. He was talking about how a person like Dwayne Youngblood, with his reputation, he's been smeared across the news, the TV, the internet for a number of years. May not have been to this since he went on Larry's platform. It may not have been since that, but before that, he's been smeared. We showed you the news deal where he was being arrested and all that. And so his name is pretty much nothing. His name is damaged in public opinion. So bringing charges or bringing accusations up against, God, the America's Black pastor who has a history, a known history out in the public of a good character. People like to listen to him. They like to take his advice. They like to be spiritually led by Bishop Jakes. So me coming out against this man would do absolutely nothing to me, but it's not going to harm me anymore. My name is already mud. So it's not going to harm me. Me coming out against him, listen, even if maybe I'll get some money out of it. Maybe I can push my book. Maybe I can get a few people on my side to think, that I'm doing a great service to people because I'm telling my story. So I thought about that theory. I was like, well, yeah. But I think they were trying to wrap this theory into Larry being duped by him, using his platform to get money. I don't think there was any dupation. My opinion. I don't think there was any dupation going on. Yeah, there was some good points in there. There were some good points. And I don't think they were going all in the way that people thought they were going to go. But he was hitting some point. You have to pretend that you're a victim too, so folks don't get mad at you for recommending her. Oh, is that what it was? Oh, Garnita. Okay, welcome everybody. Hit that like button for me. If you not had already, hit that like button. I appreciate you guys coming over here, but support the channel. Hey, just with the like, you're already supporting with your view. So I appreciate each and every one of you for watching right now. And don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 20,000. Like right now, share on your social media platforms, become a member, sign up. The link is in the description. And always the $ the St. James Show and $ St. James Show is pinned if you would like to donate to the platform. And I don't know why my heater just kicked in and I'm about to burn up. Hold on. All right. Classic traits, huh? Okay. I don't know what she's talking about. We'll do that in a minute. I lost my train of thought. 2020 is doing a better job exposing Cat Williams. Oh, that Cat Williams, he laid the foundation and opened up the way, didn't he? Yes, he did. They thought Jakes was sleepy like Uncle Joe. No, he woke. He woke, and what he's done, he can lay in his bed and take a nap and let his attorneys do the work. Because people are going to think that all of a sudden this is going to get like real personal, and he's going to have a heart. And y'all didn't have no heart for him all year. There wasn't no heart for Bishop Jakes. It was get him, get him, get him, drag him out the closet. He's a gay blade. Yes, he is. He cheating on Sarita. It was all of that. It was every bit of that. And we all know what it was. So coming to us now, telling us, trying to make it seem like it wasn't that, it was that. It was that. JP said the feds are watching the financials when people on the YouTube street talk about their wealth and status. That's not even prophetic. I don't know where that comes from, JP, trying to prove to people that you have money. I would, even to the point of showing what people are giving you. Don't do that. Screenshot here, screenshot there. People are screenshotting, people are adding stuff up, and you never know what can come up the pike. You know, those big money, they were sitting down when they were having Bishop Jordan's enthronement, and all those people were walking up giving $10,000, giving all this money. Even at Carlton Pearson's memorial, that concert, and they were handing out the $8,000 envelopes, and people were coming up giving them. So, you know, people are sitting back adding up 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 10 plus 8 plus 2. People are adding up this stuff on these YouTube media streets, JP. Been woke. They thought he was over there sleeping. What you say, Ann? Y'all remember Ephraim Taylor? He got into the same trouble with Eddie Long. Yes, I remember that. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. If you want to listen to a prophet, y'all may want to go over there to Cat Williams Tabernacle of Church of God in Christ, of the Lord Jesus Christ. You might want to go over there to Pastor Prophet Williams. There are true prophets in the earth today. Yes, there are, Pastor Prim. Talking about the ones that missed the mark. And I think we all know that they can't be 100% all the time. But these are some very integral and very important marks being missed there, Pastor Prim. Knowledge and prophecy. There's a difference between knowledge and prophecy. Mm-hmm. sit back and bake your pound cakes. And you know what, Bishop J, even if you want to make a peach cobbler, sit back and make you a peach cobbler. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You always can tell when people haven't had money or didn't come from money. You can always tell, Creepy. You can always tell. They just flash it. They flash it. And they don't flash it in a way of being, they want to say that, I'm just giving glory to God for this. No. Give honor and glory to God by helping your fellow man. And you don't have to be patted on the back for helping your fellow man. That's how you give honor and glory to God, through your wealth. Bless your family. Make sure your family's taken care of. Make sure you have some generational wealth going for your children and for your children's children. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's up, Sean? Found out the accuser. You said after you found out that accuser was represented by Tyrone Blackburn, you said, forget it. Forget it. Mm-mm. And then they were saying how Blackburn got on his TikTok, on Dwayne Youngblood's TikTok, and told him after Dwayne was on and put in there, you have a case. Blackburn went to him and said, you got a case, on his comments. What case did Tyrone Blackburn listen to? Because what we heard wasn't a case against Bishop Jakes. So what in the world was Tyrone Blackburn looked up who Bishop T.D. Jakes was, and got in them DMs and said, you got a case. And the idiot, Dwayne Youngblood, went on with it. Oh, yes, he did. The man duped you. He duped you. Like you was trying to dupe us. You talking about the ones that miss everything. They just miss everything. I'm live. Yeah. Because I keep texting. P. Hall said, Quiet's got to believe the platform that has been frequently really believe the hype. These people know better. You would think so. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It gives clicks and views. Listen, I don't fault nobody. If he's willing to go on your platform and he's kind of the subject of, conversation these days, then put him on there. He's gonna say something. That's gonna be interesting. Now, I don't know how it's gonna work out in the future, but it's gonna be interesting now. Uh-huh. Just ain't used to nothing. Vanity is vanity, Mary Droney. She over there at the storefront church over there on Facebook, holding up the bloodstained banner. Don't many people be over there on Facebook, but we bless you over there. He said, sound like a Whitehead's first attorney. Well, that's what they were saying, how that one guy, that's how Blackburn is pretty much how Whitehead's first attorney was, that dude. Yeah. 400 in the chat, y'all. Will y'all hit that like button for me? I appreciate it. Thank you so much for putting the color on it there. We like 1999 orange. I'm late, bro, but my offering. Thank you so much, Jeff Thompson. I appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you being a member as well. Yeah. People will sell their name and morality for $9.99. Oh, Lord. Could have responded due to exploitation attempt. What'd you say? Do you think that the LRI team of CCs have forgotten that TD Jakes could have responded due to? Well, yeah. I mean, I think he had to respond. If it was anything that they put in that complaint, that was worth a response. That was worth a lawsuit, especially even if they're trying to say, oh, he's doing it now because of his mentor. He's doing it because of Sherman Watkins. We don't care why he's doing it at this point. Y'all mess with that man for a year. Y'all mess with him for a whole year. Well, even before that, like before, whenever, Carlton Pearson passed away, right? We just did a year of Carlton Pearson maybe a few weeks ago. So, yeah. So for a year, y'all mess with this man. I don't care why he did the lawsuit. I believe it was warranted because what we heard, it wasn't credible. And if the uncredible man was on your platform, oh well. Oh well. If people have a question in regards to the validity of the platform or that's because Dwayne, didn't quite bring any good juju to the platform. Yeah, it's been more than a year since, it's been a while since they're attacking Bishop Jakes. I said it last week, but I think we're selling Bishop Jakes short by putting timelines on him in regards to when he should update the lawsuit. I think we need to just sit back and as it comes and as it flows through, because I think they are doing everything strategic, because what has been said even after the lawsuit has dropped could be, some things that would get some folks in the lawsuit. Because some things have been said that, in my opinion, and I ain't no attorney, but in my opinion, it's still like accusations without any founded proof. Now, Dwayne Youngblood that went under a rock, he's hiding over there in Alaska under an iceberg somewhere or something, because he's shucking and jiving and skipping and dipping away from the process server. That's what it seems like, because they had to reissue the summons to him. So I don't know. Jake's kids watching and tired too. They probably pushed him into because after a certain while, especially Jake's is probably going to be retired. He's probably going to be retired within the next few years, if not sooner. Sarah, Torre, they are the assistant pastors. More than likely, they'll take over. The church will continue. The programs at the church will continue. You got to remember the Potter's House does a lot of community programs. The homes and things that are being built by Bishop Jakes, those will continue. Thank you so much, Kevin, for putting the color on it. I do love that color as well. Yellow. Looking forward to 20,000 celebration. Oh yes, let me see where we're at. Let's see where we're at with 20,000 subscribers. Where are we at? We are exactly 42 away. 42 away from 2,000 subscribers. So maybe by tomorrow or so, we'll hit 20,000. So if you're not a subscriber right now, will you help us? Will you help us by hitting that subscribe button? We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Isn't God good? Yes, let's get that done on tonight and tomorrow. All right, let's do that. But listen, we have listened to bloggers and everybody, from the William McRae's, everybody has listened to them talk about, and we talk about other people. If it's our time to be talked about, it's just our time to be talked about. If it's in the public, then you know it's going to be talked about. Thank you so much, Tarsha. Y'all go subscribe to Tarsha Global. She over there making people mad. The choir to Bishop Jakes was allowed. Yeah. It was like they were poking him. They were like, come on. And then we always heard, and if y'all know I'm telling the truth, it was always ending with he either paid somebody off or they ought to be paid for their pain. Pay them for their pain. Not go to the law, not hold them accountable with the law. It was always pay them for their pain. When it's a celebration, I'm sure we're going to have it next week sometime, Jesse. We'll have it next week sometime. Sari ain't going to be able to. Well, the thing about it, but Nicola, let's think about this thing here. At this point, we probably know that Sarah and Teray cannot. I didn't call for her. We know that Sarah and Teray are not Bishop Jakes. We got that clear. That's clear. Do we expect them to bring in the same money? No. But see, you got to remember, Bishop Jakes is not just a preacher and collects money on Sunday mornings. There's a whole empire that's going on when the doors close on Sunday mornings at the Potter's house. Will they bring it? Maybe not. Will people leave? Yeah, people leave the churches all the time when there's new administration. Some people leave, some people stay. But they got more going on than them Sunday morning offerings. Way more. I think I need like 42 or something like that. Yeah. 41. Somebody just subscribed. Thank you so much, whoever did that. Yeah. I stopped watching. I'll talk about the victim need to be paid for their pain. Yes. Yeah. It's condoning. It kind of is like it could be perceived as condoning the offense. But your money will make me, it'll make me happy. It kind of make me forget the offense. Because he was definitely saying Manasseh needed to be paid. And I was still trying to figure out what Manasseh needed to be paid for. I still don't know what he needed to be paid for. You bought Bishop Jakes a luxury car. Why do you need to be paid? Huh? You choose. You got to choose them. You got to choose them carefully around these YouTube streets, y'all. You got to be real strategic. You can fill a whole arena with 20,000 people by yourself. Look at God. Look at God. Yes. Mm-hmm. And that's in 2 years, y'all. 2 years, 20,000 subscribers. Yeah. I appreciate it. I got a chance to watch a live that they did. I have to admit, I was hot. I am a big fan of Jive, becoming a fan of yours. What they had to do say. Oh, yeah. Well, you know how that goes. Kendra. Yeah. Consider the source. James gets good for life. Even it good for legacy to pay church expenses. Yeah, Jake's kids are good. They good. They good. Mm-hmm. No, he don't. God don't play about his people. His people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like the money will make them whole. And I'm like, well, I mean, because we heard a lot of that, y'all. We heard a lot of that. And to kind of go backpedaling now. Oh, thank you, hubby. Thank you, I appreciate it. Was he the 41 that I need? Thank you so much. 41's in the house. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you said Tasha's funny as a video. She'd be like, listen, she don't hold back. She just go for it. And listen, everybody got the way that they report things. And listen, if all I say to content creators, give your opinion. If you're giving facts, just have some facts to back it up. If it's something that is actually out and can be pulled up, either a video or something in print that is done, then report on it. Don't feel any ways don't let people bully you and not reporting on it. We just get into a kerfuffle if we start, calling people certain things and there is no written proof or court proof that those things have happened. We cannot call people extortionists, and we can't even call Dwayne Youngblood an extortionist yet. We got to wait and see what color the walls gonna be on Dwayne, on old Wayne. You got to wait. But in all fairness, we can't call him that yet. Okay? We can call him a pedo and a convicted pedo. We can do that. That's what he is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what'd you say? Let's say just report the facts. It's so easy and yet so hard. Yeah. That's why with that other law, the judge's lawsuit, I'm like, y'all getting, your eyes is getting a little cloudy with what the real lawsuit is here now. Bring it back. Come back to Jamaica. Mm-hmm. Been in church today. Is someone, well, yeah, it's been a lot of backpedaling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But let's see, who else do we have? You have the, Juanita Bynums and some, things like that. She's done some interesting things as a prophet. You would think, the marriage that she got in with Bishop Weeks, girl, you didn't see? God didn't show you that wasn't a man for you, or you wasn't a woman for him? Nobody saw that, huh? Okay. And then you have people that say, well, they're human and they're going to experience life instances, which is true. Everybody will. But when you put $1 on it, it just kind of puts it to a new level of, trust and integrity. When there's a regular dollar amount put on it, when there's an expectancy of, money because you trust the word. Listen, I'm out here as a blogger. I'm not out here. I say prophet, that we know that's all in jest. We know that bitch is all in jest. But I don't want nobody coming to me talking about, well, you told me this and I gave you money and it didn't come to pass. Well, honey, wake up. I ain't no prophet for you. I prophesy to myself according to the word, And if a prophet tells me something that I already know or that confirmation, I'll go ahead with it. But no, we're not out here doing the same thing. We ain't doing the same thing. But listen, it has been a lucrative business for quite a few people for quite a few years. Very lucrative. And we can come out here and talk to a blue in the face trying to tell people to kind of wake up a little bit. Some people enjoy being asleep. They enjoy being asleep. They enjoy the lack of somebody telling them how to live their lives. And then they're living the lives according to what the people are saying, but it's really just common sense. And you have not because you ask not, and if you don't work, you don't eat. Simple. Profits for profit. My God. No, I wasn't gonna name that. I wasn't gonna name that. But I'll let y'all name it. The gays are attracted to lesbians. $1 million wedding. Juanita. Prophets getting rich off of robocalls. My God. And that was in the court of law. Okay. JP says people get so mad and say the worst things about people. It's horrifying. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Lies are better than the truth, and some folks as they are willing to pay for it. Yeah. So it's, I don't know, y'all. It's really nothing that deep, but I just really, when I saw Consciousness live today, I was listening and I was just like, wow, this is nothing like we've been hearing. Nothing like we've been hearing. And are we supposed to just now ignore what was said about Jakes and ignore the vitriol that we all seen and felt about Jakes coming from people? We have to ignore it now and say that there's love for Jakes. Where is the love? Rosalind Weems goes, I think they said the 19th for Rosalind Weems. I'm not sure. I thought that was the 19th. I can bring it up. I just don't feel like bringing it up right. Well, actually, I'll bring it up. Let's bring up Rosalind Weems stuff. Let's see when she's going to court. Let me give away some. I'll give away some memberships. I can give away 5 more. Let me give away some memberships real quick. If you pop out the bushes and you're not a regular, person that chats, fret not thyself. We don't care over here. All right. We really don't care. Just thank you for joining the family. All right. There you go. Let's see who got one. Who are new members today? Angie, you got one. T. Davis, you got one. Open Doors of Opportunity, you got one. Teddy, you got one. And Nia L, welcome into this place. Welcome into this broken vessel. You desire to abide in the praises of your people. So we lift our hearts and we lift our hands as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. We hope you enjoy your membership. All right? We hope you enjoy it. All right. Come on. All right, Gary Oliver. Yes, sir. Oh, y'all remember Gary Oliver, huh? Congratulations, new members. No, and I don't choose them. The system chooses them. So I just click the button and it sends it out. So come on, lift them hands, Simone. So we lift our hearts and we lift our hands as we offer up this praise unto your name. Welcome into this place. And the rest. Yeah. Oh, welcome into this broken vessel. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God. Manasseh couldn't have me show him up. I sent Manasseh a message and said he ought to do a Christmas concert. Yes, I did. And I was serious as a heart attack. And I would fly in and see it. I love a good trained singer. And I know some of y'all would join me. Forget your tomatoes. Forget your sad faces. Manasseh's always welcome here at the St. James Show. And one day he's going to come on and sing for y'all. I prophesy that. He's going to come on and sing for y'all. Oh, yes, he will. I didn't ruin nothing, Kevin. Nothing at all. No, I didn't. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. Right, we were. We were in the same key. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God. You coming? Cece said they come. She coming. I'm telling you, yeah. Running back. I'm gonna be the only one at that concert. I will not. I will not. Just as he had a whole cast of people here, he'll have a whole cast of people when I go to the concert. And guess what? And this is how I'm going to be at the concert when I go hear Manasseh sings the greatest hits.
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, open your mouth and call Jesus, Jesus, Son of the living God, Jesus, the one who saves, Jesus, Lamb of God, Jesus.
That's how I'm gonna be, y'all. I'm gonna be on the floor with my kicking my legs in pure enjoyment. That's yes, sir. Oh, that T Renee, I tell you, ain't she something else? Oh God, oh God, my God. Oh yes, my God. Okay, I'm a drop the link, but let me tell you what I ain't gonna go for tonight. I ain't gonna go for no going towards no other content creators. I need you to stay on topic. I need you to talk about what we've been talking about, these prophets and how they missed the mark. And I don't care how you relate it, but you can come up. There's the membership link, everybody. Let's get some members tonight. Let's join some, even though you didn't get one. Let's go ahead and do some members. What's up, Traveling with L Star? But I need you just all I say is stay on topic. Don't mention no content creator's name outside of what I already mentioned tonight. Okay. But there's the link. Don't have me drop you tonight because I'm in the dropping spirit off the platform. I drop you real quick. Thank you so much, Bonnie Bell, for that $10. Open your mouth and call Jesus. Jesus. Oh, that Renee. Oh, my goodness. Oh, she good. Some of y'all would rather see this, huh? He got him a new single out, y'all. Y'all gonna download his new single? He got him a new single. Mike Todd. So y'all go ahead and download that. Cakes, cakes, and more cakes. My God. Oh, yeah, that Renee, T Renee is oily. Oh, she's really oily. Big Butch. What you say? You stupid took us in color. Cake, 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 cake. What's up, Mari? What's going on? How are you?
Look, I don't know why my video.
You're a little muffled. What's going on with that sound?
Is that better?
Better. There we go.
Okay. For some reason, my video kept playing in the background. I'm like, why? I don't know. Anyway, yeah,
Okay.
but look, I love both of them. Mike Todd can open, Manasseh can close. I would be right there dancing. I'm a well versed saint. I'm a dance and holler and sing and rap with the both of them.
I
Okay.
showed some. I was serious at the heart attack. I'm like, he need to do like a concert. I could do a concert. I think perfect for him would be like a Christmas concert,
Oh,
in my
for
opinion.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I I love it. I love it. I love it all. I
Big
don't know
band
why people
behind
don't
him,
love
like
the
big,
man.
huh?
I don't know why people don't love the man. He be singing.
He can sing. All right, I know he can. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just, look, we all always chat about it in the background. For me,
Mhm.
it's just sad because I just wish that people could truly just find their own relationship. It's like they want
Yeah,
to sit behind, it's like, and I mean, it's been ingrained in us that the pastor, the prophet, the preacher, the bishop, the elder,
yeah.
the
And
whoever,
it's been
you
hard
know,
to get that out of people's mind. And I think if they
yeah.
feel if they're questioning, then they're like in there's some kind of way they're questioning God.
Yeah, and it's like they are no better than you. If you
Yeah.
just sat still versus
Mhm.
always thinking, oh my gosh, if I don't follow, it's like, they give the steps. I got to pay
Yeah.
this much to this person, this much to the. Da- 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 da. It's like, if you don't follow the steps, I'm going to miss the mark. And it's like, if you really just sat down and truly
Yeah.
listen for the word of the Lord, He going to speak right to you.
He will speak directly to you. And you know what we don't like though? We don't like accountability.
Oh, for sure.
We don't want us to really sit down and really think about why we're not at the place where we should be. Why this has happened, whether it be in health wise, financial, education. We know that it takes the work, but telling somebody, getting a word from the prophet for a quick fix and you just kind of running off of that, that's much easier to do than actually doing the work.
I was having this conversation with someone else who she does like spiritual therapy, and I was like, you need to be a little more strict in your messaging and how you do certain things because these people are looking for ways to blame someone else
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
their life
Yeah.
not going right. But you
Yeah.
said I was supposed to, but you said this was
Mhm,
going to happen,
mhm.
but you said
Now you a
when they're
false
just
prophet.
sitting, yeah.
Yeah,
And right. And it's
yeah,
like, okay, but just like you said earlier, if I'm telling you that you're not going to, suffer from diabetes no more, blah, blah,
yeah,
blah, 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 the Lord is going to send you XYZ in front of your face, like, oh, maybe I should adapt my diet to this. But if you
yeah.
ignore said things and
If you
continue on
continue
your
to put
same
ham
path,
hocks if you continue to put ham hocks in your greens and you got high blood pressure, I mean, and the prophet told you your pressure will be healed. That don't mean you maybe need to put some turkey in it.
just maybe. It's
You
like
know,
you've been seeing all these recipes scroll through on your feed with turkey necks, everyone using turkey, but you still wouldn't reached
gotta have my
for the
ham hock.
ham.
But the prophet said, I'm going to be healed. And I'm just going to be. Let's look at Ray's question. Do you think that the engraving in us should apply to YouTube personalities? Yes, because it's the same manipulation.
Yep,
It could be the same manipulation. Yes.
absolutely.
Hmm.
And everyone wants to just be like, oh, it's because I've been through this and I've done that and now I know I've come out on this side and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But it's just like I can't compare. It's like, yeah, you can try to compare it, but unless I actually physically sat in that person's shoes, in that person's body, I can't always use their testimony as
Yeah.
I have to do what they say now.
Hmm. Hmm. April J says, during COVID, we in one of Jordan Zoom's church prophecy event, he asked people how the company of prophets did. I was the only one honest enough to say I thought they missed it for me.
Ooh.
Well, at least you said it. At least you said it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then and like I'm very open about I've been in like everybody's corner and whatever, but it's just like it's the vagueness, it's the
Yeah.
generalizations, it's
Very vague
how
and
can
general.
I yeah,
Yeah.
how can I let me pull out my thesaurus and figure out another word to use for the same thing I'm about to tell 17 people.
Right, right. See, you're thinking too smart, Mari. You're not supposed to think like that. You're supposed to just kind of, you know,
Look, I'm sorry that I love Google because, baby, between Google and they new little Gemini AI, when I tell
listen
you I'm
here,
about to preach
listen here.
somebody's house down,
Right. You can preach a whole sermon off of AI GPT.
okay?
Oh my goodness. But and it's just like we know that these people are human and I've said it before, but when it comes to these major things that have transpired, we have to take a second look and say, listen, you missed a major mark here.
Yes,
You missed a major one. This is
yes,
just not you told me I would be rich next year and I'm not rich. I mean, common sense tells us if you ain't doing the work, you're not going to be rich. But did we see this lawsuit after y'all poked the bear? Why didn't anyone see how this was going to transpire? And it is still transpiring. Mm.
yes. And that's the part that just doesn't make sense. It's like everyone wants to not see all this stuff coming, and then when it comes, the backpedaling and the backstroke come in, and we're not talking about the fun backstroke, but it's just like all that comes into play, and we look in, and if you dare question the prophet, it's like, oh, let me figure out how to talk my way around it. They just
Right.
go back to their riddles, and
Yeah.
it's like it's okay to just say you dropped the ball, you got it
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's really okay, and stop making such harsh type, you know,
Yeah.
claims of what's going to happen, and this is going to crumble, and this is going to whatever, and so will be healed. If you know that is not, it's like, okay, you might have that prophetic gift, but if you know you kind of just grasping on somebody's prophecy, just
Yeah.
say, that the Lord really is just saying that you're gonna be all right today.
And that's how I'm trying to make it so deep. But again, it's that comfortability. It's that we want to be, we want to hear sweet flowers in our ear. We all like good prophecies. No, only person giving doom and gloom around here is Tiffany Montgomery. Now, go on over there to Tiffany, and she will, she gonna put you in hell. She gonna say the wrath of wicked doves is coming upon you.
Baby, I'm
You know,
telling you, like certain ones, I'm look, let me just run because
yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
the prophet that is going to deliver the unicorns and the roses
Give
and
me the
the
unicorns.
okay, because what I'm not about to do, you're not about to scare me into life. Like what?
Mhm, mhm.
And I think that's also the other thing is like I wish people could just like trust themselves more,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the same
Trust.
power that these people
Yeah,
have, you have it in you.
yeah, yeah. The Bible even says, and I will, you're going to be, greater works will you do. And then it said, you shall receive power after the Holy Ghost has come upon you. That tells us right there, you can't navigate in this world without the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, however you want to say it. But once you get it, y'all, you shall receive power, and power to run through troops and leap over walls and cast out demons and heal the broken. You got power. If you got power to do all of that, you sure got power to make some things happen in your life. God gives us our own
Right.
thinking and and navigate on our own. Stop being so mystical with it. No, God has given us the power to do
Yep.
that.
And I
I need
think it's
Kiara.
also
Kiara, come read that scripture for me, Kiara.
there you go. And I think the other thing that's so frustrating about it is like when you do try to call them out on stuff, all of a sudden it's like they will remember word for word their prophecy. But as
Yeah.
soon as you go to question them about, oh, well, when did so and so enter your community? Oh, well, I think it was, it's like all of a sudden timelines, dates,
The
money.
timelines are a little sketchy.
Right. Was she in my community then? I don't know. And it's like,
Yeah,
okay, any other time, the exact day down to the
I
minute,
mean,
down to the
and my
moment. But
and then
as
too.
soon,
But then,
mm-mm.
aren't you a prophet? Shouldn't
Right.
you know? Those things should be.
Yeah, you should have saw the lawsuit coming. You should have saw all this stuff coming. But now all of a sudden, I love the man. Oh, you do? When? Since when?
And when was this?
Like,
And let
I
me tell
think
you,
that's the part
I was
that's mind
looking at the
blowing.
chat. Of course, we're never going to see the people that are going to actually like ask the questions like, when the hell did all this happen? We ain't going to see that. We ain't going to see that. But we know
Mm-mm.
people were thinking the same thing. We were thinking like, okay, what is all this for here? What happened
Right.
now?
Yeah, because I think everyone is getting confused. And quite honestly, instead of doing a world tour and popping up to give I don't knows and I can't remembers, but you remember
Mhm,
everything else.
mhm.
How about you really sit down with your team of lawyers, your
Yeah,
people, go
yeah,
through your videos, go
yeah.
through what you actually did say,
Mhm.
and just start preparing just in case you get named. Just
Just
in
yeah,
case.
yeah. I think everybody, and just like with I hate to see. I hate that I saw Conscious's video and stuff in that declaration that Felton just put out on Friday. But I tried to warn these folks around here the other day, Mari Mar. I said, y'all need to take them videos if
Yeah.
y'all want to help Jives out. Take them videos down.
Right. Don't keep adding more. It's
Yeah,
like because those ones are going to be the easier ones to grab up first.
right, right,
They don't
right,
have to go back as far because you just posted it 2 days ago.
right.
And it's
Yeah.
just like don't and I get it, it's like I can totally see how CTV broke down it, but it's like you guys are friends. You really
Yeah.
just need to be honest with your friend and say, Jivey, I
Mhm.
love you, but I'm going to limit my commentary on it because
Yeah.
even though I'm interpreting this
Mhm.
suit this way, I don't want to be subject to you having to ask me to take
Yeah.
down anything. If I forget to take it down, now I'm brought into it.
Yeah.
It's like there's nothing wrong with having difficult conversations with your friends and just being like,
Mhm.
we gonna ride till the wheels fall off. You my bro, but what we not about to do?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
And the thing about it, like,
Exactly, Kevin.
yeah, what did Kevin say? Adding fuel to, oh yeah, adding
Yeah,
fuel to the fire. Was Felton? No, no, not today. I don't think he was in the other one yesterday either. But it was more, it was some discussion around it, and well, but that in the content of the video, and then there was some discussions, had in that video that they highlighted in the declaration. Where is it at? Let me pull it up real quick because I wanted to see. I don't want to assume. I want to. Okay, where's that at? Okay, it's so slow with popping in. I don't know why it's slow like that popping in. Okay, now
yeah.
there it is. Okay, so there was one of the videos that they said was still up. And it, of course, it's unconscious. It's unconscious's deal, his deal. Good morning, saints and eights and friends. I guess that's one. I guess there was some talk in that one, but I wanted to get to the verbiage that they said that Conscience said that they're in by reading this, they're assuming or they're making the assumption that the only way Conscience could have gotten this information was directly from Jives. Where is that?
Mm.
Uh,
And then I think it was something also about the 45-day thing, like I can say anything within these next 45 days or whatever, and then maybe they think they can magically snatch it down.
no, that's not that. Mm-mm.
But I
Uh,
will say when Jazz was trying to check his people on his panel, he just should have said we're not going to go into it when they were, doing their 4 hour
yeah,
one,
yeah.
because they tried low, like not trying to bait him or anything, but they
Mhm.
mentioned it and Jazz did good. He didn't say a thing, and I'm like, ooh, I was so proud of him.
Well, okay. Okay, if you say so. In this video, Congress TV makes a myriad of incorrect and blatant false statements. This is from Felton's side that was just put in on Friday. What is most concerning is that Conscious TV purports to discuss the hearings on the motions for enforcement of settlement and the sanctions hearing, which were held in person on November 12th, 2024, hereafter hearing. According to the docket, no one has requested a transcript of the hearing. The only way Conscious TV, a known ally of the defendants, could purport to known to know that occurred at those hearings is through Jives, among other things. Conscious TV states. So they're saying that nobody got the transcripts because that would be on record.
Mm-hmm.
And if no one from Felton's side talked to Conscience, so the only way it could have come, Conscience could have talked about it, was from Jive. Now, this is their saying. We don't know. This is them. It says Felton's party, his attorney, allegedly, these people did not bear any evidence when they accused Jive before a judge of live streaming the settlement agreement. There was zero proof of that. And they put in the timestamp. November the 12th was a rinse and it was a wash. All right. Jives had already cleansed this platform, bleached this platform, purged this platform before November the 12th. It was all done, all concluded. And the things that Felton tried to argue against Jives on the 12th, once again, were all a reach. All right. Now, if you actually look at the transcript, which is also provided in the docket that you can find over on Pacer, you can literally read the judge asking Felton, what in the fruck do you want the plaintiff to do? Felton said, I want him to remove the mother effing content. So that's exactly what the hell Jives, in fact, did. And so, so they've, I was trying to say this the other day to content creators because I knew something was coming up the pike, and I knew that had looked up some videos, and I was like, well, those are words. What'd you say? Those words are wordy. I knew
Okay.
that these things were still out there, and I was hoping that it just took them down. Now, at this point, it's in the declaration, and at this point, I believe, well, I don't know what the courts will do in regards to maybe asking Conscience where he got the information. I don't even know if it will be that deep. I think at this point in time, it's really null and void. It's just a matter of waiting for what the judge is going to monetarily grant Felton.
Exactly. And just be quiet about it. Like
Yeah,
we've said
yeah,
1,000 times, you already got your monetization off of those
yeah,
videos from 5,000 years ago.
yeah,
Just let it
yeah.
go.
Mhm.
Scrub your channel of it, scrub your life of it, and just move forward with your new beef content. Don't
Yeah.
even bring it up.
Mhm.
And that's the part that it's like sometimes CTV should just slow down because
Mhm.
you get so emotionally fueled. You'll
Mhm.
say, oh, it's in this transcript, in this, but
Right.
you're actually repeating a private conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Slow down. Just slow down when you're trying to read
And do we
somebody and
all have
correct somebody.
conversations, even when you're on a jury duty? I don't believe everybody doesn't say something to somebody close to them.
Right.
You're not supposed to talk about anything if you're on a jury, but we know as human beings, I said I wasn't going to tell nobody, but I couldn't keep it to myself. Couldn't keep it to
Right. He's like, you over here just like, I gotta be able to tell, I gotta say
Yeah.
something. You just be itching to say something. But yeah, it's
Mhm.
like you just slip just a little bit, and it's like this is your friend you're talking
Yeah.
about. So it's
No,
like you just gotta tread a little more lightly.
Jives wasn't there. It was just CTC. That's what I'm saying. Everything they're watching, everything with their likeness or they're in the thumbnail, or they are watching, and they may be watching stuff at this point. They may be watching stuff that they're not in, making sure that we don't slip. I didn't put Felton or nothing in this live, so that don't mean they're not watching.
Right, because who knows what search they can put in AI and it'll
Yeah,
say this
yeah,
reference the case.
right, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pillow talk always spills all the tea. People, and that's just humans, the human side of all of us. But the thing about it, what they're saying is what CTV was talking about could not have come. Nobody actually requested the transcript. Nobody has. So they're saying the proof that's saying it's on a transcript, that can't be because nobody requested the transcript. So it had to come from either the plaintiff's side to tell CTV or the defendant's side to tell that told CTV.
Right. And it's like, yeah, you can transcribe the Zoom meeting in general, but that's not the court transcription. So there
Right.
is a difference.
Right. That's
So
right.
if they transcribe the Zoom one, that's
Yeah.
way different than him requesting the official court transcript.
And what I was trying to say the other day, it's unnecessary for any of us to wrap ourselves in these cases like that. Don't get your name in the courts like that. It's just not that deep.
Okay, I know that's right, but let some tea drop. He gonna be on that phone.
Yes, like he said, he don't even mess with the ex like that. But you know, you and your ex had some good old tea sessions. You can tell him
Okay,
anything.
I'm telling you, let that tea drop. You remember so and so said?
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Let me see. Nicole said again, is he going after all videos where they have Felton's image or just Jive's allies? He's going off of no, he's going off of it depends on what you're saying in the videos, Nicole. See. It depends on what you're saying in the video. That's what I'm saying. They are listening to the videos. Like if I'm talking about Felton, they're listening to see what I'm saying
Yes,
in regards to the video. What I've said, the main thing that I've been saying lately is people have not been properly evaluating the lawsuit. They're thinking it's because of the white woman, and it's not. So the other day I
yes.
read what the actual defamation accusations are. You
Right.
know,
And I was thinking when you were reading it, I was literally thinking, I'm like, they probably will even say anyone who has repeated the accusations, even though they know they're not true, whatever,
right,
in
right.
support of Felton, just bring it down so we don't even have to see it again, you know? And
Mhm,
that's the part that nobody knows what direction they're going to go in. They're going to look at everybody, but
mhm.
are they going to say, even if you mentioned it in support of Felton,
Right,
we don't want to ever hear these accusations again?
right, right. And somebody, that's a good question. Recash says, what about the coverage of the case on Jive's arch enemy, Nemesis channel? Does that need to come down? No, not if that does not need to come down. As long enough they're not agreeing with what the defamation of what's in that complaint or lawsuit. If they're saying yes, this is true, he did it, that could be a lawsuit for them. But if they're reading the PACER documents and just talking about what has gone on in the case that is public, no, you do not have to take those lives down. Nope, you don't.
Yeah,
It's
it's mostly the ones that are just trying to double down on what the accusations were
yeah.
or
If you're on here
whatever.
talking about, oh, that white woman, and he did, if you're doing that, you've opened up yourself to be a part of it, and you have to take that particular thing down. Yeah. But if you're just reporting on what Pacer is saying, see, and that the concern is in that declaration on Friday is that there was some things said that is not public. Where did that come from?
Yes, exactly. Because you can say you got it from the transcript, but if they do their fact checking, you got to show us which transcript gave it to you, the
And
Zoom
when and
transcript or the
then they go
court.
back and say, what account, who requested this transcript?
Exactly.
Was it St. James? Was it who was it? It should come up. Who requested it? But they're saying no one requested it, so that can't be part of the conversation. So we got a problem here.
Right. If there's no request for no one, regardless of whose name in it, whose name requested it, they have no one requesting a transcript.
Yeah. Nola Girl says they can't make nobody take anything off except Jibes, and Felton ain't about to take all them people to court. Jibes will be fine. Okay, okay. Okay. No, no. The people who have videos up. The thing about it. Let's go. Let's revisit it. And I don't like things like that. See, that's what Nola girl. You cool, but that kind of thinking fuels this fire.
Exactly.
It fuels this fire. Um, the fact is, dang, I just lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Take an accept that take them down. Oh, he has to show to the court that he did in writing ask these people to take it down. If he does that, Mari, his hands are off of it. But if he doesn't show the court that he asked Tasha K and CTV and others to take down videos that he was talking about it and he was on there, that's where he'll still be in trouble, but those other people won't. The courts may go to those and say, this video is a subject under a federal lawsuit and it has to be taken down. And if they don't take it down, maybe the courts will give them a certain time frame. Maybe if they don't take it down, then that's between them and the courts. It's no longer between Jives and the court for those videos. But if he doesn't show due diligence that he asked the people, that's where he'll still have a problem. So to say Jives fine, okay.
Yeah, and then I think that the other part of it is like, no, they're probably not going to go after every single content creator that he may or may not ask to take down a video. But the fact that some of the videos that CTV is doing are still just doubling down on the accusations that made the lawsuit come to this point in the first place. If Jives has not asked him, hey, bro, just stop talking about it, it could be transcribed or flipped and reversed as, okay, now CTV went ahead and just took on this battle for Jives because he feels like this lawsuit has nothing to do with him or any other content creator. It's just Jives and Felton. And that's not the case.
It's not the case. And you know what? And we all want people to fight for us and to have our back. But at this point in time, if it's going to hurt my friend, I'm going to say, listen, let me just go ahead and go the other way, do what I need to do. Yeah, he had to make a good faith effort, to have to ask them to take them down, but it has to be a good faith effort that is in writing. You have to show that you did. You can't just say, well, I asked them, Judge, to take it down, and they didn't want to take it down. That's not a good faith effort. Ray says they only care about the reporting that directly influenced by KJ. That's my understanding. Yeah, it's reporting. Yes, yeah. And it seems like the accusation or the assumption in the declaration is assuming it's kind of making the deal like he influenced that conversation that CTV had with information. That's where it kind of what they're going for.
Yeah, it's because it essentially alludes to, okay, I fed so and so the information so they can now take the torch and continue, the conversation. And it may not necessarily be that, but sometimes when we critically think, we just go down the rabbit hole, and I could be completely just all the way out there in space. But those are just the things to take into consideration, just like how they got these people coming to their communities lying to folk. It's like, okay, it just as little as that. And people want to say, oh, well, you can't sue because it was them making their own decision. But it's also like,
but then we have to think back. We have to go back and ask, she's given these stock tips, but was she licensed to give these stock tips?
Exactly. Was she licensed? And just because you saw her allegedly drop however X amount of dollars to your spiritual father, how do you know she actually has that money legitimately?
How do you know she
Where's the portfolio?
How do you know she actually gave that money to him?
Where's the portfolio? Because a lot of it is worked off of pledges.
Yeah.
And how many of those pledges are actually saw through?
Actually satisfied. How many of them pledges the check didn't bounce? How many of them pledges they changed their number after they gave the pledge?
Yeah, because
church people, they do things, and I used to see it all the time. And working closely, with the administrator of the church, I've seen a lot of people give pledges and they bounce the check or they never gave the pledge.
Yeah, or even little things, because I remember when I was behind the paywall, they were, raising money for certain things and it never happened. And it's like, okay, y'all said y'all raised money for this, but I don't see it. So I hope.
Oh, go ahead. Tell your last.
Oh, no, I was just saying, I hope the Africa money makes it to Africa. That's what I was gonna say. That's all I was gonna say.
Well, I tell you, making people take down video. Earl says making people take down videos doesn't change the truth. If there wasn't anything to talk about, there wouldn't be a conversation. It seems the focus is on the wrong thing. See, you must have not been here. So, are you saying the defamation is truth, Earl? Are you saying the 4 points that were said about Bishop Felton were the truth? Okay, say they were. They were not proven.
Yeah, that's what everyone is confusing. It had
You're
nothing to do with
confusing
white
this thing.
girl.
Yeah,
It had
yeah.
nothing to do with the white girl. It was the
No, no.
additional comments that were made. Likewise, why Homeboy doesn't think he's going to be named in the Jake suit. It has nothing to do with what Youngblood said and allegedly said. His additional commentation about Jake's can make him a co-conspirator. And I think that's what people are missing is the commentary
Well, you're
part.
going to hell. Go ahead, Mari. Keep going.
Yeah, the commentary part and people
Yeah,
putting in their passionate
yeah,
opinions is
yeah,
where they're getting in trouble. That's where
yeah.
you're getting in trouble.
Yeah, and that's the important part. I'm trying to explain how we can get ourselves into trouble as bloggers. We can believe anything we want to believe about a person. That's fine. But when it comes to the actual proof and things that have happened, that's when we have to verify that stuff if the court comes knocking on our door. And there was no verification of saying that man was a homosexual and some other stuff. Those were the words and things that were said. And if the man said they're not true, prove him wrong. But it
Okay,
wasn't
but
proven. It wasn't
Ray,
proven.
you're right. They really don't like the truth, Ray. They really don't like the truth. The truth
No,
don't sound as good. The truth don't sound as good,
it's
okay?
yeah, it's boring. The truth is boring. Mhm.
But yeah, it's just so sad because it's just
Why is
like
Rick? I
people.
have no idea why Rick's like this, but listen.
Right. It's like it's fun to like laugh and joke and we can be petty with each
Mhm.
other, but when you're doing
Yeah,
video after video and just getting more and more ramped up and passionate and emotional and da 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 da,
yeah,
and you start spewing stuff out, that it's like it's
yeah.
okay if you just, throw a little shade, but when you're like going in,
Did you hear the extortion claims the other night? And the
oh
Mari,
god.
I was cringing,
Oh
cringing.
my god. Oh, I'm just like can y'all just stop?
Just
It's like
stop.
as soon as they get there, they just get so hyped up and they just lose it. They just lose it.
And I understand you may not like somebody, but I mean, you can't just come out flat and say, because I got questions. I'm like, where's the love? You mean we in love now? But I'm not gonna come out here and start just telling people, you know, that they did this and gave this person that, talk about health. And it was just so much going on. I was just confused, Mari.
Look, that's how I stay confused because I literally will sit here and I'll be stuck on a point from 5 minutes ago looking like, did anybody else hear that?
And that blew me. Folks with CTV, people's kids over there. I was like, what?
Baby, baby.
Yeah, I heard
I
about Jay-Z. Hmm.
Yeah, when they said that, when I said he at whose house, what? And then how they were just like, oh, I don't want to, he was like, I don't want to talk about that. Like, oh,
I was like, oh my goodness, now. Come
it
on.
was
Give me a
just so much being thrown out. And
break.
that's the hard part about when you are kind of like a neutral party to,
Yeah,
like for
yeah,
Jives, how
yeah.
not everybody up there likes CTV. But,
Right,
so
right.
Jives ain't going to ever bring that stuff to the forefront. But the other people on the panel, they said,
They
look,
didn't
he got
see,
that
but see,
bar in
that's
his
what I'm
house.
saying. But I don't, you can't allow people to use your platform for their griefs and gripes and revenge. You can't let that happen because it comes down on you. And just like somebody said, if say a little something, then they started fanning that fire, and it started getting hot, and it seemed to me it just went up in a blaze of smoke.
Yeah, it went very chaotic real fast because
Yeah,
Because I love the way that Gerald reports. He kept
Mhm,
it real cute, kept it
mhm.
real simple.
Oh,
But yeah, it
he
just
was throwing that stuff out there now.
oh
Whew.
he does a better job researching. And
Mhm, mhm.
he really didn't touch too much on certain things, and you could tell when he was kind of just like, "Oh, I'm gonna just sit this one out." But in general, it's like as soon as he just started adding more and more, it's like when the three of them were up there, it was like, okay, cool. They
Ooh,
added the rest of the oof, baby. I was
it just
like, ooh, it just went left real fast.
mm, mm.
Because when people don't stay all the way caught up on the situation, because I don't think they were all caught up. So it's like, yeah, you don't want them saying too much. You don't want them saying too much.
Ray said Gerald keeps his definition real simple, real simple.
Right. Very cutesy, very demure.
Very
Okay.
demure
He,
defamation. Yeah,
he keeps it
not
very
blatant.
cutesy. Oh yes.
Not blatant. Mm. They said they always come to the channel to read and becoming a big old. Listen, that's what I said. Let's taper down on content creators' names that I don't talk about. You just got to keep things a certain way on your platform, just so you can just keep things copacetic. I don't. Some problems you just don't need. You just don't need.
Not at all. And I think that's the good thing about more content creators, you, Tarsha, MCD. It's like you guys encourage us to think outside the box.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
encourage
and that's the most
research.
important thing. You know what? You may not like, thumbnails, you may not like titles, but it encourages, like you said, people to kind of think beyond think beyond what you're just being told and what you're used to thinking and believing. Not telling to scrap your thinking process of what you believe, but you have to consider what you've always thought was the truth may not be.
Right, just like little simple things. All these years growing up, all the old wives' tales that we were
Yeah,
told.
yeah.
Just
Mm.
like how many of those things your mama told you not to do that you did and you just fine?
Ain't nothing wrong with you. You just moved on. Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's okay if your fearless leader, if you don't agree with everything they say, or you
That's
just want to
fine.
question something they say. Like
Yeah.
that's okay.
Now,
It's
if they got
very much so
attitude
encouraged.
and
You
want to
don't
throw you
want to
out,
get taken advantage of.
right. If there's an attitude or they want to, shun you, because then you need to rethink who you have your alliance with, who you're following, because you should be able to say what you want to say and then not be, ridiculed. If you say it with some type of tact and you're not being malicious or just nasty, you should be able to say what you want to say.
Right. Because
Yeah.
at this point, if I'm behind the
Mhm.
paywall, I'm seriously going to ask, like, okay,
Yeah.
y'all let sis get us. Okay, so she got
Uh-huh.
us.
She
And
got
you
us. All
let
right.
you
All right.
let Jake's essentially got you. Jake's got you because you thought it was gonna be the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
Who's
Mm-hmm.
next to get you? Like,
Yeah.
why
You got to
why are
think.
we
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Nyla. That was I did it from the channel. You are welcome for your membership. Yeah, that's my question. I mean, how many times and what are these missed marks are we going to continue to allow? How many
yeah,
of them, and what's the a level of the mark that's missed that we are going to just overlook, Mari?
exactly. And I will say, because I genuinely like really like some of the contractors over there, like their personalities. I
Mm-hmm.
really truly hope that they do have sufficient alternate means of income. So
Mm-hmm.
that way, if, because how they said they had to get bailed out by the Archbishop before, if it were
Right.
ever to come a time
Mm-hmm.
where the money ain't matriculating,
Yeah.
I really hope that those contractors are really truly financially sound
I
and
hope so too, because when you're really relying on one aspect and that doesn't go right, then you have a problem. There's going to be a
yeah,
problem. Ray
Yeah.
said the thief on the cross challenged Jesus. He said, if you that nigga, prove it. And then he went around and said, Lord, remember me. No.
That's what
You.
they said, Ray. That's what they said.
Then he turned around and said, oh, but remember me, Jesus. Remember me when you're going to your tabernacle, to your
He said, if you that nickel.
house.
I know
And
that's
question
right.
him and then ask him, well, remember me though.
Yeah. But
He
yeah,
said,
and that's my thing is I just want because like I'm the type of person where I definitely lean towards, I don't want to say everything is like victim, 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 but towards the people who were taken advantage of, or the people who have just like fallen and really just are in love with the ministry, quote unquote. I just
yeah,
really hope that as they windmill and as they stand beside their fearless leader,
I
that
hope it works out
they're
for him.
okay.
I hope it all works out for him, Mari. I really do.
Yeah,
Yeah. Let me see.
because
The girl
yeah,
says, I wish Jive Amen Corner would stop cheering him on and tell him that, like our parents used to tell her, go somewhere and sit down. Well,
okay.
you turned it from your last comment there, Earl. So we got you together real quick. That's good. I'm glad we were able.
Earl said, now that I thought about it, just a little bit.
But no, that cheer. I've said that in the beginning. People in these
Yeah,
comments will pump you up to let you down every
I'm
time.
telling you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like, and everybody, look, everybody wants a good cheerleader. But
yeah. And we appreciate good cheerleading. Yeah, yeah.
if your football team, your basketball team, if y'all are 0-42,
Mhm. Mhm.
you might need to rethink either some of the players on the team, the
Yeah,
coach, assistant. Something ain't right with the playbook.
yeah, yeah,
You might
yeah,
need to rethink the playbook if you're starting to, when your record is starting to shift from what is allegedly
yeah,
a
yeah,
championship record,
yeah. But you
because
know
it's
what?
not looking that way.
I would have been shaking in my boots when I heard the main person still like coming after Jake's as hard as they were coming after Jake. I would have
Yeah.
started searching for other means because I'm like, listen, I understand where we think we are at this present time, in status, but we still ain't Bishop Jake status.
Right. And everything is just, oh, well, they don't want me to say what I know. At this point, since you can stand 10 toes down on your hidden
Say
receipt,
what you know and
just
bring
say
out the
it.
receipts.
Tear it down then.
Yeah.
Okay, resign.
It's
Resign. But
You
because I'm
think
just
when we
like,
were
if
doing
you want to
Pilates
stand,
practice.
right, if you want to stand 10 toes down on it, just drop it. Just
Yeah,
drop everything you know because you know it's quote unquote factual. But if
right.
it's all just circumstantial, then
Mhm,
what?
mhm. Yeah, yeah. Because all we've heard was circumstantial. All we've heard was, I know it's me. Listen here, prove it, and so we can get on your bandwagon. I don't mind a few wagons. Let me hop on your wagon if you got something
Okay.
that I can corroborate with. I mean, let me hop on your wagon.
I'm telling you, look,
Don't be
I'll
mad if I
gladly
don't
be
want
on
to.
the
Don't be
I'll be
mad if I
glad
don't
to
want
go on the Oregon Trail with y'all. Let's go on the Oregon Trail and get on this wagon and get across the river. Who we need to throw overboard that done got sick? Hold up.
Right,
Like,
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Oh,
yeah, it's just sad because for one, we always beat this dead horse. Black men against black men, black women against black women, black men against black women, et cetera, et cetera. But it's just like, y'all, we gotta do better. We just
yeah.
gotta do better.
And that's my only thing. It's like it's the fact of opening the eyes, saints. That's all it is. Open your eyes and see the play that is being presented to us at this point. You're not dumb. You're not stupid. You see what's going on. We know what we've heard in the past, and we know what we're hearing now in the present. And it is nothing like we heard in the past. So you have to consider, is God changing its mind for our prophets, or are our prophets just going off of their own and just freestyling?
Hey, freestyle off the top of the dome. Everybody is Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, all of them right now.
Soldier
Well, they
boy.
don't. Okay, they look. Everybody's Kendrick. Shoot, everybody
Yeah.
is about to. Everybody
Mustard.
swear they Kendrick.
Mustard. They doing a whole bunch of,
Hey, you look. Y'all better get ready to squabble up.
yeah, yeah. Listen, the money driven. And I think it is. And the sad part about it, Tarsha, you're so right. And I know you were kind of, in that space. I'm not saying that you were, but it's because if that's your product, Maury, you have to sell it. You have to sell it.
Absolutely. And I mean, and all of us, when we go to these places and just like, it's the New Year's, we're all going to be starting our resolution. So this little ad might get us this little whatever. When we
Yeah,
are in our places of desperation and looking for hope, and it's that, it's the ninth, 10th, 8th, whatever hour of the night, and I just feel down, but I hear that video, and all I have to do is give 888 and I'll
yeah.
be all right. If
Hmm.
you hit that person at the right moment, they're sold out.
Yeah, 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 yeah. There is a way of kind of how it's said, how the tone of the voice, depending on when it's said and when people are at a certain crossroads or whatever, it's definitely going to hit where it needs to hit. Yeah, it's going to hit. Hmm.
Yeah, that's
And
the part that always just, I don't like when people take advantage of the vulnerable. People already know when it
yeah,
comes to elders, vets, anyone with disabilities and children, anyone who is in a vulnerable state, oh, I'm gonna go to bat for them. So that's the part that just drives me crazy is these people are vulnerable when they go to him. And, and they've all seen we've seen the comments. I emptied out my bank account because he said it has to be, what was it? Not a struggle to give, but
it has to be a sacrifice.
sacrifice. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. The
no
sacrifice.
sacrifice, no reward if no sacrifice, and things such as that. Yeah, yeah.
And now that person gets evicted
Now they're
because they
evicted. We've heard stories of some. The woman had a story that I heard, and she said they couldn't pay their mortgage, and they went to Prophet Jordan and said we couldn't. He was like, thy faith will make you whole. Bye bye. That's
he said where
listen.
there's a will, there's a way.
Your money
Good
must
day.
run up. Thank you, thank you. Yeah,
Right. They send you right on your way with that good old prayer. Oh, better days are coming.
better days are coming.
But but
This is
but
your
who
your season. This is the season that you're in. You just have to,
right.
if you can weather the storm, God's gonna bless you. Now
And
beat it, Cletus.
it's like, okay, but there's a blizzard coming and I ain't got a roof, I ain't got no food, I ain't got a car,
And I
I
know
ain't
I'm
got a
not the only one
blanket.
who heard that, but that woman who that's what she's claiming, that what happened with.
Exactly.
I'm
And
not the only.
that's because they go based off of people's desperation and
Yeah,
vulnerability, and they're like, I'm gonna empty out my, just like playing the lotto. I'm gonna empty out my bank account to this prophet because
yeah.
he said it's all gonna be all right. Even if my bank account say zero, tomorrow is gonna say a million. Tomorrow
See,
never
yes,
comes for
Lord,
some of
God
those
bless.
people.
Oh Lord.
Okay. He said, I know a good rest stop right up on 75.
Pull up to Walmart. They let you lay out there. You'll be all right. Oh, it's sad. It's sad. Yeah.
It's very sad.
But lucky $50 gift card. I got to take care. You listen. I mean, you have to think about that. Think about your household, because what you're doing, they are living in mansions. They are bragging about living in mansions. These people are bragging about it, and they're
Yeah.
saying they're not. It was just the goodness of the Lord. But no, there is a brag there.
Yeah, it's very much so. Oh, God don't want you to be broke. You thought God wanted you to be broke? You thought
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
wanted you to. And it's like, okay, it's one thing with being just like, I'm living comfortably, I'm managing my money well, versus, oh no, you should be in name brand. Let's be real. My
Yeah.
everyday shirts don't need to be Versace and
Right.
Balenciagas and whatever. Like
And
my
and I
everyday
don't
go
knock.
to.
Listen here. I don't knock people for designers. I love a good designer clothes. I'm wearing
We
design.
all do.
I love, but my thing is you don't lead with that, because when you lead with that
Exactly.
and your main money is through prophecies or church, you can't lead with that.
Because it's basically giving. It's basically telling the story of the complete opposite of what you're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, if I get the name brands, and it's like, no, you're not supposed to be working towards name brands.
No.
And
Just
it's just like, it's like we all love a good name brand. Don't get me, well, my
yeah.
Christmas was look real good, but
Yeah. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. And I don't never want to knock anyone who has nice things, because I enjoy nice things. But my thing is when you're, you know, when things aren't on the up and up on the outside and people are just giving and giving, you can't floss in front of your givers. You can't, it's just not wise to do. Not
yeah,
wise.
and I mean, and it's fine. That fake it till you make it does get you so far, but only for so long, because you never got to catch up,
Hold
and you're
on.
still faking.
Right, right. Finally, Milou said Joy Bloomer wrote a book years ago, Authority Abusers. Now, did you hear the story about Bloomer showing them his penis?
Mm, they done brought that back.
Yeah, and it's like, why did that story resurface? And it resurfaced in regards to, I guess, listening to accusers and then getting
Yes,
so-called proof that the accuser was lying because the coloration of the penis wasn't what the accuser said it looked like. And I was like, and we had to know that you all, a bunch of guys were on Zoom and
looking
Bloomer
at,
dropped his draws
yeah,
and showed all y'all his junk.
exactly.
It was
And
weird
those
to
are the things that I wish people would just not say. Why was that pertinent?
yeah,
Why did we even need to be? Why did we need to know any of that? Any
yeah,
of it? What does it have to do with why the sky is blue? Like
yeah.
what?
Mhm.
It makes no sense.
You
Like the
okay,
parallels that they try to draw,
mhm, mhm.
they don't
You say
parallel.
the flopper, they said. But my thing is that was to prove that an accuser was correct. So I mean was incorrect, right? What draws did Dwayne Youngblood drop for any proof?
Right.
What evidence did Dwayne Youngblood drop so we can know him as credible?
Circumstantial this and circumstantial that. And I'm just like, for him to, for it to be like, oh, his story is very similar to some of the other accusers, and I'm like, who, his brother? Because his brother wrote a blog
Right.
in 2008
And then
saying
when you
someone
listen to the
tried.
blog, what does it say? He wanted me. It didn't say they
Right.
did anything.
Exactly.
The brother,
So I'm
he said,
like,
these Dwayne and Richard were, they were just the straw stirring the drinks around there, and all the menses wanted them. Okay, all right.
yeah. So I'm just like, if you know you have the hard facts, proofs, and receipts, as everybody likes to say, at this point, drop them because you should be in the clear. You should
Yeah,
be in the clear.
you should be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I think now we know because the questions have been asked. If everything is, integral, everything is vetted, everything, but then we pick apart this Dwayne Youngblood. He was not credible.
Mm-mm.
And he did not
And
produce any receipts. So how in the world? And I know if you provide a platform for him to just throw out accusation without any a credible proof, then what does it say? That speaks volume.
and I honestly would not have, because how you try to go back and support why you even, and I would not have told someone he contacted me from behind the prison walls to discuss this.
No,
I
no,
would
no,
have
no,
never said that.
There's a lot of things St. James would have just kept to the close to the vest. There
Nobody would have ever known that. I would not have opened my mouth to say that. I'm like, you're going on a tour to correct and clear your name, and you are just giving.
I wouldn't have
You
said,
just there's certain things that you just don't say, and
yeah.
he keeps saying a lots of them.
Ghana bookie inspector. You're so crazy, Nicola. Made them all want you. And what were you doing? Right. Question of the hour. What were the boys doing that made all the preachers want them, Mari Mari?
Daughter, are you acting?
Carter, how are you acting?
Lord,
What
because
were
like,
you doing around there in your little tight little skirts? What was you doing around there, young blood and rich and rich?
look, not they was out there in they Mike Tyson shorts. Look at that! Look at that!
And your Daisy Dukes out there seducing all the preachers so you can have a story later on. What was the
Right.
intent here? I'm just
Exactly. And of course, like we're not laughing and joking at the fact that they truly could have been targeted.
yeah.
But and I mean, and Larry even said, like, do you feel like you were a pass around or whatever? So clearly there were somebody sleeping with them because for him
Well,
to
yeah,
even ask that question, for him to even ask that question.
but even if the man was in the bed with him, spooning, and then he started speaking in tongues, why in the world would there has to be some kind of something that gave some ideas that this was okay to do? And I'm not victim shaming, but what I'm saying
Right.
is there is some certain level of comfortability that they had that they would say, oh, well, this would be okay. And then maybe it didn't go the right way. So he started speaking in tongues. And again, that's just a story that he
Right.
told. It's just a story
Exactly.
that he told. We don't know that to be true.
And again, and to this day, we still don't know exact ages that these
We
things
don't.
happened at
We don't.
because he was told it as if, like, he was like, oh, the big room down at the end of the hall.
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, so you were 6 and got that? Like, because I'm like, I feel like that's something maybe a 6-year-old would fall for or younger,
Yeah.
a toddler. But you're saying you're a preteen or a teenager and you can't tell a primary bedroom from a guest bedroom,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
It's very blurry with him. And I don't know if it was just so many men that he can't keep up with the stories or I
Right.
don't know what the issue is, but he's very now he heard bubble bath though. He heard the water in the bubble bath. He remember that. But yeah.
Yeah. And again, no one knows the conversation he actually had with Tyrone when Tyrone chased him down on TikTok.
Mhm.
But you would
Mhm.
think that Tyrone would be some would
Yeah.
like, where is the intelligence when you listen to this man's story
Yeah. Yeah.
that you're going after TD Jakes, the one
We
who
know
didn't
you
do anything
and
technically.
he
He
don't care nobody.
tried.
He probably, like I said, he probably saw that or somebody hipped him to it. He went to Google TD Jakes and then he hits him up. You have a story. Oh, I do. I have a story. And then the idiot to come back and say, I didn't know he was going to ask for 6 million. Wait a minute. But then in your next rep, he said the 6 million was standard. Well, he said the 6 million was standard.
Every single negotiation that I've ever been involved in through my job, we have to CC the person we're making an offer on behalf of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, and the person demanding has to CC the person they're demanding on behalf of. The attorneys are required to
yeah,
take back any and all offers
yeah.
before you even come back with a counter demand. But in this case, what, you wasn't gonna get no counter demand off of that bull.
No, no, he didn't even get a response. Or you got a response, but he won't accept the response. He keep running, Mari. He won't accept it.
Okay, look, who done pulled up the PO number and asked when the next check-in
When
is?
is the next check-in for the probation officer? When? Well, that's what we want to know. Maybe it's this week. Is it once a month? I wonder many times.
Right, right.
Uh,
What's the check-in period? Because you ain't been out but a hot minute, so your check-in should be a little frequent.
because the thing about it, it's on the docket. It says that it was reissued last week. They reissued the summons, so they trying to get them. They're trying
Yeah.
to serve them, and you had so much to say on the platform. Listen, take it to the end, buddy.
Right. Like at this point, why are you hiding from it? If your story is your story, you want to stand on it.
Yeah.
Come back with a response and a counter then.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'ma raise you my story and a countersuit with blah blah blah.
Yeah. 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 Well, go, get in the ring. You wanted this. Get in the ring. But I did like the theory, and I don't think I told it. Y'all would have to go listen to. But I like the way Concha was breaking that thing down. This man has a bad name already. Going against Jake
Yes.
would do nothing to damage his reputation already, like it is.
I'm telling you, I was like, okay, he got into that. Like, okay, this man
Yeah.
with this rap sheet, this your rap sheet, sir,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you're
Mm-hmm.
going up against Thomas Dexter with
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
yeah, no, CTV let him know, like, you were like, basically CTV be nice to him. He be nice and just be like, you was real dumb for letting him on your platform. Point
yeah,
blank
yeah,
period.
yeah, because that's what he was saying in so many nice words.
I
And
was
then he was
like, he
questioning him like, "Well, if this, and this, why'd you do this?" And, he was had them questions. You know,
okay.
you've
Because
done this
one
in
thing
the
about
past.
it, CTV gonna have a dictionary and some vocabulary for you, okay? He done walked that man all the way around to tell him you was dumb for having him on your platform,
And
friend.
then made him stay there while I gotta go. Wait a minute, I got one more.
He said, wait, 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 wait. I'm hungry. I got to go. But I gotta finish.
I'm almost done. Hold your seat. Hold your seat
He
in the house.
sure did. That man said, I'm hungry. I got to go. He said, nope, nope, nope. He said, I'm about to finish up with you, brother. I got a couple
Mhm,
more questions. But yeah,
mhm,
he sure did read that thing for us. He said, yeah, he got you. You shouldn't have done this. Because he said, why would you let him on your platform? And I'm like, well, if that wasn't telling to say to him.
mhm. Yeah, he had 18. Well, because we hearing about the Jay-Z. And Kanye said, Jay-Z gonna be talked about for about a week now. We on this right now. I do not
Okay.
on that.
He was like, He said, hold that thought, because Jay-Z gonna be there.
And it sounds to me that whole Jay-Z thing sound like, another money grab, but we'll see how this goes. We'll see.
Right. It's everyone said it's the season. I'm like, uh-uh.
Mhm. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just I thought it was interesting, all the love that Jakes has now. He should feel so loved.
Girl. Girl. Girl.
He should feel loved. That's a good thing. Love is always in order. Yeah.
Okay. I don't hate this man. I don't hate jokes.
Since
I
when?
just, I just don't understand why people don't think I like this man.
What happened? What?
It's
I
like
was like,
let's get our VHS out.
you
Let's
right.
rewind. Let's
Please
rewind.
rewind back to
November
oh
last year. Well, I guess earlier than that. When did Bishop start transitioning? I guess September of last year. Like let's roll the tapes back.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Just the back pedaling, and it's okay. We get it. You don't want to
Listen,
look like you're
the rubber has met the
panicking.
road. We get it. We get it.
Right. You want to be, oh, I'm confident. I'm sure I'm good. I got this. You better be behind the scenes getting your timeline good and straight. That's all
I,
I'm
I, I,
saying.
I, I am inclined to believe there was a separation. I don't have,
Yeah.
I'm just going off of what William said, but I'm inclined to believe this situation has caused, if not the only cause, but it's definitely probably intertwined in this.
Yeah. I mean, and it's probably just been just a buildup of stuff. It's more than just our contract ended. And people who like us who like to read between the lines, we you can tell that there's distance, body
Okay.
language changed, and all of that. So it's like you could just tell it was a little off.
Yeah, yeah. And there's not going to be any unfollowing because I already said they were still following each other. So there's not that's not going to happen anymore. Even if you thought about it, that's not going to happen. It's going to be there. Still going to be
Oh yeah.
followed. But you know
Yeah.
what? If listen, I'll concede if they get together on a live. I'll concede and say, well, I guess William wasn't telling the truth.
Well, I mean, couples who get divorced make joint statements all the time.
That's true too. Yeah.
So you can make a joint statement, remain friends, co-parent, all of
Mhm,
all of the
mhm.
things, you know. So it's like, and I mean,
And
and
hate each
that's
other in the
okay.
background.
Right. Right. And it's just like it's okay to say, I'm with you in terms of I don't know what would have been so disparaging on the archbishop's side that he would
Mhm.
have been able to do.
Yeah, yeah, that's what
But
really it really perked me up because I'm like, what could that have been?
yeah, and I mean, because I'll be quite honest, if I was archbishop, I'm mentoring this person. I keep telling him to, quite frankly, shut up, and he won't.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
could see it being like, well, as my spiritual father, you're supposed to be holding me down. And I'm just like, but you're not listening to
You know,
your spiritual father.
and
You're
we can
cashing
say
his
this
check.
because it was said. It was
Right.
said. So we're not saying anything that wasn't said or assuming. No, that was said.
Yeah. And it's
And
like, and it's fine when it's like, okay, you're cashing his checks and his donations to you. But if you're not taking his advice when he's quite frankly telling you to shut your mouth,
mhm,
it
mhm.
can be frustrating. It
It
can
can
be
be.
very
Yeah.
frustrating. Like no one knows what happened, and no one it was like, oh, everyone's saying they seen it coming, they seen it coming. I honestly didn't see it coming. I honestly thought that they were. It's like you could tell like just shifts and stuff, but you would have
Mhm.
thought they would have worked through it like he did
Because
with CTV.
they've gone through like periods of not being on live and then all of a sudden they pop up. So I didn't think anything of it. And I didn't think anything of it until William had said that. And I listened and I know that, I just kind of listened and seen how gingerly William was trying to not really go into it because like he said, I like both of them. And those aren't words you say when you haven't had a discussion about some major issues,
For sure, for sure.
you know.
And it's just
Hit the like button, everybody. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for me. Go ahead.
yeah, and we all love a confident person, but don't
Yeah,
be so blind that you just setting yourself up and you just digging your hole deeper and deeper.
yeah, yeah.
That's the moral of the story. Be a free thinker, folks. Question
Be
anything and
free.
everything. Keep your mouth
Yeah.
shut to what you don't truly know to be
Mm,
facts.
yeah, yeah. And if you're not, and even if you think you have seen facts, if you're not willing to produce them, shut them out.
Right. And we all have our content creators that we hold it down for, but don't windmill yourself into your own suit.
Mm. Oh, that's a good thing, China. You continue to keep coming for the preachers that Jordan support.
Yeah.
That can be a conflict of,
Well, and then I
interest.
mean the election was a point of contention because they voted opposites. So,
Oh, okay,
he
okay.
yeah, he mentioned that. So I know that that was a point of contention as well. He did the whole vote your interest, and he made it very clear that they voted opposites.
But
So,
my thing was, what did Jordan put out who he voted for?
not publicly, but
Right,
you
right,
know,
right, right. But what Larry did.
uh-huh.
So that's what I'm saying. That's another breach of
Yep.
confidentiality.
Exactly.
Maybe
He
Jordan didn't
talks too
want
much.
out there who he voted for. Maybe that
And
was private.
that's why I say he talks too much. And when Bishop tells him to shut up, he doesn't shut up.
Hmm.
Yeah. He would not. It's like he does that whole little side ramble thing and he says too
Yeah,
much.
I'm not, we're not naive to think that was. We're just saying another point of
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
of not, aligning up to the friendship and to what should be said and maybe what should not be.
No. It was
That's
it
what
was
we're.
just snowballing. It was snowballing because
Yeah.
there were multiple things that he did not listen to his spiritual father when his spiritual father told him, Sit down and shut up." And he doesn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, we're not saying that, but we're saying that that could be a way, because I don't know if Bishop Jordan wanted the world to know who he voted for.
Right. So it's just like, and that's the thing. He
I'm not
always
on
has
this
those
platform. I don't
moments.
know if he said it in the past or all the Zoe ministry people. I don't know. I don't know if he said it in the past. I'm just saying I didn't hear him publicly come out or even on his social media say who he was voting for, or promote one way or the
Right.
other. So,
Right. And yeah, and that's the thing. It's just like, we get so comfortable on here, we just be talking and talking. And it's just like he always said, "Ooh, I didn't want to come out here and say this." And, low key play his William card. "Oh, I shouldn't be saying this. I shouldn't be saying this." And it's like, don't do that. You wanted to spill some beans, and
mm-hmm.
you're not as naive as you try to come across sometimes, to let the Roslins pull the wool over your eye, let information slip out
That's
your
what I'm
lips,
saying.
let
We can't exclude certain things, Maury, and then say you're hearing from God and other things. We have to take into
right,
consideration the fullness of it all. Because this is important. If you have a scam artist who so-called infiltrated you and got a lot of your people to, waste a lot of money and was giving things out and, taking book orders, not giving books, doing a lot of things that were not, ethical. And then we have to depend on you to hear from the Lord
right, because you have blinders somewhere, clearly.
somewhere.
Money blinds you. If you think you found a trick to get some money, you get your blinders come up, your naivety comes up. But then when it's the other stuff, you ain't got no blinders. You see 2020,
Yeah,
you can see
yeah,
clearly now the rain is gone, all
yeah.
of it.
Hmm. Oh man, it's a lot to consider, everybody. And I think I mean, you just have to make sure that whatever you're walking into, whoever you want to support, walk into it with your eyes wide open, because if something goes awry, you can't always blame the person, because I think God always gives us a way of escape.
Yeah,
Always
and with
gives us
all
something and gives us a heads up to say, listen, I done warned you this time. Okay, I done warned you the second time. And then after, continuous, whose fault is it? Theirs or yours?
Yep, and with all relationships, you can outgrow people. It
Yep,
doesn't matter. And like, don't be afraid to say, this no longer aligns with me. So
yep,
I'm going to just venture out and redefine who I am as a person on my spiritual journey. Like, you
yeah.
don't have, like, don't let loyalty blind you either.
Right, right, right. Because that thing is a manipulation tool as well. Loyalty, loyalty. You can be loyal until it's time for you to be loyal from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
You can be loyal from a distance. Loyalty. I'm not going to, talk about you. I'm not going to defame you. I'm not going to do this, but I'm going to be over here, and you go ahead and
Right.
continue to do what you're going to do, and that's how we're going to work this thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. It's
So
sad. But I'm
it
gonna
is.
call it a night so I
All
can
right.
go
Thank you,
ahead
Maury,
and,
for coming up. Me too. I'm about to get out of here, but I appreciate your input and what you had to
of
say. We'll have to do it
course.
again.
Obviously, we sure do. We always have a good time over here. Y'all like, subscribe, go ahead and throw him a little piece of change for blessing our
Feel
souls
free.
on tonight.
Feel
Look, we
free.
had a full service. We
You
had a
did.
selection. We had a couple of selections. We had a couple of scriptures, a good word.
Yes.
Now we
Yeah.
got to do some offering and some seeds. So he gave a prophecy earlier. Look, y'all
I
done had a
sure
whole
did.
service.
I sure
Y'all
did.
had a
It
whole
was a little.
service.
It was a little general, but it was still a problem.
Oh Lord, let that thing sink in. They just had to go. They had to read a little deeper into it. It just got to
Just
keep
read it,
sinking
but the
in.
deep. goeth into the deep, as they say, that kind of
Yes,
thing.
let that
Thank
thing sink in. Y'all come on and subscribe to the channel.
thank you,
Good
Mari. I
night,
appreciate
y'all.
it. Good
Bye.
night. All right. Yes, please. This is the time where if you would consider supporting the channel. Thank you for those who have been members of or current members of the channel. Thank you for those who super chatted tonight. Thank you for those who've already sent some Cash Apps and Zelles and PayPals. But there is your ways to give. It is pinned in the chat, but here you are, $ the St. James Show or $ St. James Show. Zelle is the St. James Show at att.net, and also PayPal is the same. There is our support for mail, St. James, P.O. Box 25293, Fresno, California, 93729. I can take all of your letters and your encouragements. I appreciate those as well. We do have on our community board, we have the St. James Christmas wish list. If you would like to check that out, Nicole C says she loves it. She loves my wish list. So make sure you check that out as well if you would like to be a blessing this year for Christmas. We are almost at 20,000 subscribers, everybody. We're about 40 or so off of 39. I think we're like 39 or something like that now, off from 20,000 subscribers. So I appreciate each and one of you subscribing and coming in and clicking in and just being around. Thank you so much for posting that for me, Nicola. Thank you, mods. Enron. Oh, Enron. Oh, God, I remember Enron. Thank you, Tarsha Global, for stopping by. Make sure you guys get over there, and your first time coming out of the book, go over there and give her a subscribe and like and share over there. And any other, Rejoice was in the chat, and any of our other content creators that are around here tonight, make sure that you go to them and go to their channels and you subscribe as well. Okay. So I hope everyone has a wonderful week. It is Monday, almost Monday on the East Coast, and tomorrow's Monday here in California. So make sure that you have a successful week on purpose, everybody. And remember, the prophets may miss the mark every now and then. You need to be more, make sure that your relationship with Christ is intact. So when you start listening to prophets, that you would know it's either a confirmation or they just totally missed the mark. And listen, the prophets that are getting tripped up and by these folks are coming out with accusations and swindling and all this other stuff that's going on. Listen here, it may be time for you to sharpen your skills as well as a prophet and figure out what you need to do, between you and God, to make sure that these people can't infiltrate your communities like they have been doing. And that goes not only for what we're seeing now, but there's a lot of stuff going on with that. We had the witches brew, people being saying prophets off of witches. We've had other things, that happened, and we had fake, incorrect prophecies about the leadership of the country. So all that has gone on. So make sure that the prophets, maybe y'all need to sharpen some iron. They said iron sharpens iron, but check out where your other iron is coming from. All right. Please do that. Check out where the other iron is being sharpened. All right. Make sure you stick around for the announcements. All right. And for the flyers that we'll have tonight. Stick around a while. Take that time to sow into this program. Give a little seed, however you want to do, whatever you need to hear to give to support the platform. Do that while we're listening to a little music and looking at the flyers and such. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday evening and a successful week on purpose. All right.
Somebody told me when you get in trouble. Somebody told me when you get in trouble, he'll bring you out. He'll bring yeah. Somebody told me believe it this morning? Woo! Everybody clap. I need us to sing it one more time. Please sing it one more time. He will bring you out through every valley. He will bring you out. If you ever been sick, God bring you out. Is there anybody here that can lift your hand and say, the Lord has, the Lord has. He will, he will, he will, he will, he will. He will, he will, he will, he will, he will. He will, he will, he will.